Welcome to the Waterfowl East podcast. Today, we have myself, Wesley.
And Matthew.
And Rowan.
And Andrew.
And Brad. And Steven.
And on the phone,
Julien.
that was probably the best intro we've ever done. Welcome, gentlemen.
Welcome, boys.
Welcome, everyone, to the Waterfowl East podcast. Pre-season fire-up bullshit session.
Cannot wait.
It's been a day or two, boys. It's really good to be back on here.
It's basically been an entire summer.
Yeah.
And probably a spring.
I don't know, when was the last time we did one?
Probably
May.
before spring.
Oh, we did one. We did one.
Did we do one in bear season?
Oh, I thought we did before you started bear season. We either did. I think we did a couple in April or something.
Yeah, maybe we did. Been a while.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Our May, June, July is super busy with everything we got going on, bears and dogs, and everybody's traveling for work. And
Yeah, it's funny how those little bit chilly mornings in August, everyone starts to communicate again.
Oh, it's been 2 weeks ago now?
Hey,
Sunday morning.
that feels some nice out this morning, doesn't it?
Yeah, long about 6:30, and time after 6:30, ding,
Ding, ding.
boys, you fellas been outside? Yeah, feels cool. Northeast wind finally.
Yeah.
The air's clear, and it's been rugged this summer.
Oh, frig, it's
Super
been either
humid, hot.
crazy hot or piss pouring rain.
We've had a lot of rain for sure.
Lately, yeah. It's
Yeah,
been hard on stuff.
yeah.
We ran out of potatoes at work.
Oh, wow.
We haven't been able to dig them.
I suppose they start digging them early for you.
Tried to, but it's been so miserable. Wet and slow.
What a start to the season, you imagine?
Holy shit, if it keeps raining like this, they'll be digging till friggin' February.
Yeah.
They'll never get them out of the ground.
Yeah, well, that's happened before. Remember that year a few years ago? They couldn't get them out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Maybe we'll get lucky. We won't have to hunt any potato fields this year.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh.
That wouldn't hurt my feelings.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
okay.
We didn't hunt many last year, did we? We hunted a couple there.
One potato field is one too many.
Frig, remember back in the day, it was like every damn hunt was a potato field.
Yeah, we're
Holy
laden
crap.
down with corn now.
Yeah. Yeah, back in the day, there wasn't even any corn other than Omvleys once in a blue moon.
Yeah, and that was early
Yeah.
most times.
And that was good for a shit show hunt.
Oh yeah, That was
Only
good.
corn in Carleton County, and they had her.
Yeah, yeah. Unless you were a dairy farmer, you didn't have much.
Yeah.
So
All right, well, let's get through the business part of the podcast.
absolutely, we got a contest on the go. One of our gracious and loving sponsors, Kent Cartridge Company,
Canada.
is offering 2 boxes of Fast Steel Plus, their new shot, which is a 3-inch duplex load. You can get it in BB in 2, 2 and 4, and 4 and 6. Again, that's in 3-inch. We're going to pick one winner. They get 2 boxes of Kent Fast Steel Plus, like I say, any shot combo they want, and Kent's going to ship it directly to them. And our winner's got to be at least 18 years of age.
Canadian citizen.
Got to be a resident of Canada. Yeah, valid PAL. Once the winner's been chosen, we'll just email Steph all the information, and Ken will get it out to you.
Yep. We've also got, if you go on to, what's the website?
KentDirect.ca.
KentDirect.ca. If you put in the promo code WE10, it'll give you 10% off your order. Any orders over $300, it's free shipping. So,
And they've got apparel on there, full line of ammo, waterfowl, turkey, upland dove, lead steel, bismuth, tungsten, the new Fast Steel Plus.
get out there and buy a couple cases of tungsten.
Again, that's WE10 at the checkout. It'll get you 10% off. So,
We'll put a post up on Instagram too for this contest, just to basic like and share and subscribe and follow and all that stuff, so you guys can get over here on the podcast and
yeah, exactly.
get
We'll
the
have
promo code too.
exactly. We'll have more details on there, but it'll be a like and share.
Keep her simple.
Exactly. So check out our Instagram and Facebook. we'll do that in the next 24 hours. That'll give you all the details you need.
It'll be up there before this podcast comes.
Yeah, for sure. And be good to go. Enter for a chance to win.
Yes.
Everybody knows ammo can sometimes be in short supply. Nothing's cheap anymore. Good chance to win.
Yeah, a couple free boxes would be nice right now.
Right on. How's everybody doing?
Good. Good.
Good.
What's everyone been up to? Andrew, I know what you've been up to.
Let's-
Matt,
let's-
we've been definitely been training dogs.
Let's start right there with that guy
Yeah.
right across the table.
No one else. knows
Andrew
what you've been up to.
Davenport is a veteran waterfowl hunter here in Carleton County.
Yep.
Long in the tooth, they might say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never really learned much, but I've been screwing up for a lot of years.
Yep.
Haven't we all?
Killed a lot of birds.
Yeah. Oh, it's been a busy summer of training dogs for versatile dogs for upland waterfowl, getting out to a few tests through CKC and prepping for a NAVTA test coming up next month.
What's a versatile dog?
Basically, a dog who can point and work the field for retrieving.
So like a griffin or something?
Basically,
Yeah.
a dog that can do everything good but nothing excellent.
Right. So what do you you've got what, a griffin and
And a German short hair and a black lab.
did I say that right?
A wire-haired pointing
Well,
griffon.
put the emphasis on whatever part you want, but a griffin is what I would say. Yeah,
A griffin.
wire hair pointing griffon.
Yeah.
Griffon.
Griffin.
Yes,
He's
because I've
French.
definitely heard people say, "Oh, I've got a griffon."
Yeah.
I'm like, oh,
He's,
geez.
he is French.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're running NAVTA,
Yeah.
which is North American Versatile Dog.
Yeah, Versatile Hunting Dog Association.
Okay.
Yeah, so
cool.
we get a test coming up next month for searching birds out in the field, pointing, being steady, and also included in the test is some duck blinds. Not duck blinds, but like marking ducks and tracking ducks through the field and through the water.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah.
So now you're getting into like trained test. Like some of that is natural ability in
That's
NAVTA.
right. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what last year would have been. So this year would be more specific.
And you've even done some traveling, eh? You went to like Montreal or
Yeah,
whatever.
Quebec City.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Learned a lot for sure. It's nice to be around so many other dog trainers or dog handlers, I should say.
Get to
You
see
know,
different breeds run too.
Yeah, see different breeds, and I mean, you always learn stuff. If it's good or bad, I mean, from everybody that's
So-
there.
So you just started like this year was your first year testing, eh?
Yeah.
Never got into it before. What sparked you to get into that?
I guess I just decided it's time for me to push myself to become a better handler, learn as much as I can, and be as successful as I can with the dogs out in the field. I mean,
Yeah, do more in the off season.
yeah, for sure. It keeps the season going all year, because the training never stops.
And do you feel like you've become a better handler for it?
I think so.
Good,
Yeah, I think so.
good.
Yeah, I definitely feel more confident, no question.
Have you reached the pinnacle, or are you still learning?
No, not yet. I mean,
You're close
No,
though.
I don't
can't-
think there really is.
I can't
pinnacle,
even
is
see.
there?
I don't even know if I've got off the first floor yet, to be honest.
What about David Noble? I feel like he's there.
Well, it's in sight. for
What is
sure.
his title of Heartland there? The Noble, whatever. I can't remember what you called him the other day.
I can't remember now.
I don't know, but it was good. Sucks we can't remember.
I think you might have even texted it to us, but
Yeah,
that's,
it was something like that.
that's super good though. It's good to see that you're doing that because it holds you accountable. Nobody's going to drive to Quebec City from here and have a dog that's not ready.
Right.
You know,
Oh yes, they will.
I mean,
There are definitely people that
yeah.
don't put the time in that shouldn't be testing their dogs that do.
yeah, well, true, but most of them wouldn't drive.
Most
that far.
people do though. Man, maybe they put more work in than they would have. There's one of the tests we were on Jason. This guy, I can't remember, doesn't matter what his name is anyway, but they let his dog out to go do a search in the field. That son of a bitch was just gone. They let him out and it's like, okay, you take your dog, release him in the field, and basically just watch how he searches, see if he's got a good search and good nose and all that. Let the dog go, gone. Came back like an hour later.
Yeah, at that field trial I was at, there was a couple dogs that one of them I had to get up on a berm and watch with my binoculars, like just
Wow.
the way on the
wow.
marshland it was. It just kind of went around the corner and was staying in the water and then went out of sight and like it was not going to stop. It was as far, almost as far as I could see running the other way, and I don't know why it turned around, but it did, and it did come back. But there was two that happened to. But
Yeah.
anyway, no, that's good. It's good you're doing that. I think it just, it holds you accountable for training, gives you something to shoot for. It's a good tell for you as a handler where your dog is at once you get in that situation, because we kind of get used to our own training at home, and then you get to a test like that, you see where everybody else is, learn from them, you get a chance to ask questions from other people that are like-minded,
Yeah, for sure. And on the scorecards, it shows you where you may need to work, like specific areas too. So I really grasped that this year for sure, because you can be confident working at home one-on-one with the dog,
Right.
and then when you get out there and have somebody else's point of view come in, that's
Yeah, well, yeah, you get there, you think you don't really know what to expect, then you get there and you're like, oh, okay, this is what we need to work on.
There's some guys there, they've probably handled and trained 50 of these damn things. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, tons, yeah. What about you, Brad? Brad Cronkite?
Just been working the summer away, really. That's,
A lot of fishing.
enjoying the weekends, fishing. The spring had a great turkey hunt. That was good.
Yeah. Brad and I went out the first day and
Yeah,
convinced him to crawl up on the tom and shoot it. couldn't get the toms to come in, just the jakes come over in front of us, and they just kind of hung out in the middle of the field all morning. And after waiting for an hour,
Probably a couple hours. They were heading back towards the woods, and Steve said, "Geez, if I were you, I would crawl up on the little knoll there and try to shoot one." I said, "Well, you're crazy." I said, "There's no way that would work," but he convinced me and crawled up there, and they came around the end of the knoll, and the hens had figured something was laying there, and the toms started getting ready to take off. You could tell they were getting sketchy. And
Were they putting at you?
Yeah, they were putting and all sorts of noises, strutting. Not strutting, but I don't know what the name of the call is right now. But I managed to pick a decent one, 9-inch beard on him, inch spur,
That's good.
Perfect.
20 pound bird probably.
A turkey.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, it was a turkey.
first
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah, first morning.
Wasn't a Jake, so that was a good thing.
But Brad, you're just a stone cold killer anyway.
Yeah.
I tell you.
He really is.
They saw that fire red beard coming up over the hill, and they just surrendered.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing.
We're
They-
done.
Burning
They-
spot there. They said, "Geez, it's on fire."
They thought about turning around. Yeah.
They figured the world was coming to an end. They just might as well surrender and enjoy the last minutes.
Yeah.
Well, one day she came to an end for one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So doing a lot of fishing,
Yeah.
working.
Working's the main part. Yeah, it's got to work to have some fun.
Yeah.
And
Everything's-
October's going to be some fun.
Everything's so seasonal here, eh? Like once May hits, everybody's just friggin' flat out.
Yeah.
It's such
Gotta take advantage of it.
it's such a feast or famine deal, Thought you were gonna be sick for a minute. You all right? Rowan
push
has
away.
left the table. Right on. Awesome. What about you, Steve?
I'd say working, but it's been the slowest year since I've worked at Old Dutch. Issue with the weather, and potatoes haven't been growing real good, so we've been kind of real slack at work and slow. So I've been doing just a lot of fishing.
Yeah, at work.
No, not at work, but instead of working,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you redid your boat, got
Yep.
some stuff going on
Yep.
there.
me and Brad and stripped the interior, all new, redesigned it, put it, got it working good, comfortable.
Did you just get up striper fishing?
Yeah, we went a little early, didn't catch anything. There was lots of people around fishing, and nobody had much luck.
Right on.
A little too early, we jumped the gun.
When did you go? I don't even
Like the
know.
first weekend of May.
That's in Miramichi. It's basically world famous
If
now.
you time it right, we had before where the first hour we stopped counting around 75. We were fighting over the net, so we decided to get a second net. It's every cast, but you got to time it right. There's just a very narrow window, and
Right.
you don't even want to turn your boat on. There's so many fish in that river.
It's crazy. Like the drone footage of them in the river. Like,
Yeah.
They force themselves, the females, right out of the water. They're spawning so hard. They shove her. You can just see her sitting on top of the water. It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
yeah, it's crazy. Huh. Hard to believe.
You got to book so far in advance. It's a hit or miss. If you get the good week, you get the good week.
Right.
Sometimes it's cold and rainy for a week ahead, and The water cools down, shuts off the spawn, and
Did you guys do the same Airbnb as last year or a different one?
a different one.
A lot nicer one this year.
Oh, did
yeah.
you?
Yeah. This one was nice. Didn't have a river. We were riverfront access, but we just had to use the neighbor's boat launch, so it was great. We were right there.
They didn't mind.
Oh, they charged $10 a day or something, and it's great.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Always feels better when you're
Yeah.
throwing a little money for something like that.
Exactly.
eh?
Relax and kick back.
Would you go for a couple days this time?
2 days. Yeah.
2 days, yeah.
It was rough. We fished clear from
And cold, eh?
Yeah.
You guys froze, huh?
yeah, Loggyville, I think it was, below Miramichi, clear up to Red Bank. We fished every inch pretty well of that river
Yes,
over
sir.
2 or 3 days.
Wow.
Lots of boats, just no one catching
Hundreds
nothing.
of boats,
I think
yeah.
the 2 days we were there, one person caught one fish.
Wow.
What a deal that is for that tent.
And he probably jigged it,
Yeah.
trolling or something. Oh, got one.
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. What about you, Rowan? What have you been doing?
Definitely not fishing like it should be. Started a new job, work. Canadian Tire is pretty interesting. Working in stocking shells.
Sounds exhilarating.
Mm,
Good place for you to be.
Yep.
mm.
Man's got to work. He wants to play.
Yeah, man, it's got to work, make money. That's it. But you, Wes, what you been doing?
Oh, just training dogs, biking, and enjoying summer. That's about it. That's it. Literally, just training dogs and biking.
Yep. Take the biking part off for me. That's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
Training dogs. Yep. Watching dogs run away. Had
Yeah.
a lot of changeovers this year. It's a different year for me. So, but I'm done next week. I got one that goes on Thursday, 2 that go on Friday, and the rest will go on Saturday morning. So, she'll be just like that, and the kennel will be empty. It's always such a weird feeling.
Give yourself some time. Last year, it was just right from one extreme to the other for you.
Yeah, just change things
Yeah.
around because I'm gonna take the kids on a little vacation this year to PEI, and that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Just to have a little bit of time in between there, eh? 'Cause-
Unwind
Yeah,
before the grind.
before the
Get together for some calling lessons would be a great idea.
some calling lessons.
I know Brad could use them.
Get
Learn-
some honking going on in here.
Learn Stevie how to. Yeah, we'll be down in the kennel doing it. Yeah, we'll have that. We'll have that building the.
Neighbors will be calling.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Someone come shut these geese up.
Yeah. Just getting them primed up. Yeah, absolutely. That'll be fun. We need to, for sure. I was looking at mine the other day going, I should pick them up. Toot on them a little bit. It's been a day or two.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did a couple times there. Lips go numb after the first few minutes here. So, ooh,
Yeah.
get used to that again.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What about you, Julien? What have you been doing?
A lot of work. That's basically it. Went from fishing the lane tile, steady doing that, chasing my kid to sports, all kinds of sports, I guess. That's about it. Work and hauling my boy around.
Right on.
Not a bad thing.
No,
Are you bringing
No.
your dog up this year, Julian?
I sure am. Yeah.
Nice.
Hasn't
Yeah,
trained
I
yet?
hope. What's going to go on with, I don't know. There's going to be a few dogs up there. We'll see. But yeah, I'd like to.
Is Justin going to bring his dog up? Or
But I don't know. I think so.
As far as I know, yeah.
Because how old is
What
she?
about Joelle and them? They bringing theirs?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing, though, so long as they all get along and can work together.
Yeah, I might have to kennel locally for that week for them 3 days probably.
Yeah, well, whatever you want to do.
Why would
Yeah.
why would you kennel them?
Well, because there's going to be
Just less,
Joelle.
just
dog,
just
and-
just less dogs.
Yeah, you can't have 4 dogs in the field. Probably wouldn't be the good best, right?
Well, yeah, when they're there with Max, they'll run him. We just ran the 2 last time, and Justin will bring Tilly out some to work
Yeah.
with her. But I
Yeah.
mean, you definitely don't want a dog that's just starting out like Till her first season. You wouldn't want her there like
Well, yeah,
every day with all those guns.
even the first hunt would be hard
And all
on
the
her.
dogs. Sure.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, just a first hunt for a dog's a mind blower. So
Yeah.
You want to ease her into it a little bit.
yeah,
Not quite.
Yeah.
Take her
We'll
into
probably
a
rotate
10-gun
the
hunt.
dogs around. I guess.
yeah.
It'll be good to have a steady rotation of them, though. Anyway,
Yeah. when I'm with Ryan, I'm guiding 2 groups with Ryan, so I'll be running my dog then, I guess.
Yeah, that's good.
You're not going to make Ryan pick him up?
Well, he is.
1 for 1. Tigers are fast.
Yeah, yeah. I gotta take some of the burden off him, I guess. Good.
Yeah.
I don't think a little bird picking up would hurt that fella any right now.
So what's the bird
None of us
population
got
like there, Julien?
Good. It's probably the best I've ever seen for early season. Like, there's geese everywhere. Unreal. No ducks. Like, 0 ducks. I might have seen one bunch, but they're starting to fly around. The farmers are starting to cut hay fields and stuff, and there's birds on the move everywhere you go. You see them flying over.
Our valley here is full of ducks and geese. Like every weekend we're out fishing, like you just family groups everywhere.
Right, and like unless you were on the river,
You wouldn't see them.
You wouldn't see them because they're not moving yet. There's been when I was coming out home here the other day, there was 5.
Yeah.
Flew over me down the road, and I was like, oh yeah. Here we go.
That was quite a few flying around here.
They fly over
They-
Bennett's Lake a lot, right over the house.
Yeah.
Super low.
There's quite a jag there by the res there. There's a grassy part
Yeah.
by the river there. There's always 50 to 100 birds sitting in there.
Down by the doctor's, the old doctor's
Yes.
place down there. Yeah,
That
I like
bottom
that
of the
house.
Jag there too. There's a little side hill.
Yeah.
They've been just chewing up.
If you go down across from John Giles, that old pasture there, there's a friggin' jag of geese in there. Big jag. It sucks he won't give you permission to hunt, though. They go there every year, and they're always there early, and he won't give anyone permission to hunt.
Yeah,
But
that's on that Craig land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of friggin' birds there now. Holy cow.
And it's such a hidden spot, like unless
Yeah.
you were down there. But I mean,
Yeah.
what's the point there?
Every year, right before school starts, there's always about 100 on the soccer field eating along.
Nice and comfy there.
Yeah, front lawn of the high school would be a good
Yeah.
spot set up.
Yeah.
Used to that city living
Yeah.
down in Florida.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the aggressive ones, eh? The resident ones.
I noticed I was down behind the college though the other day, and there's a good amount of birds in there now. They're starting to show up.
Yeah. A lot of ducks, too, mixed in there.
Yeah.
A lot of ducks.
Yeah. That's good to see.
Everyone I talked to around here said that it's the most birds I caught true way. Most birds I ever seen. Talked to a buddy in Newfoundland. He said there's geese everywhere there this year.
That's good.
Hopefully, a good sign for this fall. We'll see, I guess.
Yeah, because I was worried when they started talking about that avian
Influenza.
or that influenza there. Holy crap! They were saying it could really wipe out the bird population,
Well, it's taking the
and it has out west, hasn't it?
the snow geese is
Yeah.
they're getting decimated out there. Is
Yeah.
what they're saying.
Which is probably not a bad thing because there's so
Yeah.
friggin' many. of them.
Nature's way of
Yeah,
way of thinning.
exactly. Nature's way of thinning the herd. They needed thin bad.
There's way too many. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
killing each other on
Yeah.
the nest. So. Starving each other out. So something had to happen.
Yeah, I'm just glad we didn't get hit here. Holy
Yeah.
frig.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing any last year that were dead in the field or laying around.
No, I
Look
think
rough
the odd
tick
one.
or
Didn't
anything.
Ryan see one there that was all wonky on the side
Yeah.
of a dirt road somewhere?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I don't know if did he ever take that in and get it checked. I wonder.
I don't know.
Like, I don't know if he ever got it tested and got
I
results.
think he
back.
called DNR
Yeah, I
I
think
think.
so.
because I don't think you're supposed to pick them up. I think you're supposed to leave them there.
Yeah,
I
maybe
believe,
so.
or wear gloves or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
either way,
Yeah.
I'm just glad it didn't hit here. I
Yeah.
hope-
Or at least it didn't seem to, but who's to say above us, though, like,
Yeah, true.
up there in Quebec and
But
stuff.
the numbers so far are looking good for
Yeah.
August. Holy crap. There's a lot of birds around. Man, I mean, we're seeing as many birds now as we used to see in peak season like 15 years ago. Holy frig. Remember those old days, Julien? Jeez, there'd be like a field of
Sure
300 was huge. We were like shitting bricks.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was like throw the barbecue on the truck, friggin' pack all your
Yeah.
Stay there
friends,
for a
your
week.
tent, and we'd spend
Yeah.
the weekend in the field just to make sure we got it because it was crazy and it was like 300 birds.
Yeah.
But
Them were the days, man.
oh frig!
Even when early season first started, there was like you had to drive around just to look to see a few geese.
Yeah,
Like there was nothing like now.
Yeah.
yeah, and those hunts were absolute massacres. Like they had never been hunted ever in their genetic history. Like they were so dumb to blinds and guns. And like, I remember, I think we hunted it back Heartland there by the Jason Lee, and on the very first early season, huge crew. I think our limit was like 90 or something like that. And we were hunting layout blinds, and we literally had geese landing on our blinds, like full on landing on our feet. Like we were literally cutting the heads off these things. They were just so close. It was crazy.
Jason Lee this year is all corn.
I see that. Yeah.
I noticed up there, all corn.
And then the fields all above that on the old highway are all grain.
Yeah. Everybody's been driving around checking fields,
Yeah.
scouting out what's good and what's not and what's where.
Got to know, save you some miles.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Need to
friggin'
know
right.
where they're going.
You know, honestly, I heard that Onyx will give you live, up to date, what's in the field.
Yeah, it does.
It actually in Canada too.
Yep.
No,
I seen
way.
it come to Canada. I
How,
haven't
so
used
how
it
does
yet.
that work? I don't know how that works.
I'm not 100% sure, but somebody I know showed it to me on their phone.
No
And
shit.
he
Yeah.
zoomed
They
in.
probably just
like-
uses satellite imagery.
Yeah, they do.
It's
can
up to
just-
date satellite
Yeah.
image
Just
current.
just
Yeah.
tell what's in it.
But so
Yeah.
for Canada, they won't, like, you can't see who owns a property yet.
That's the only
But
crap.
you can,
Yeah.
like, see, oh, geez, there's cornfield and grain right next to it.
Because I've got Onyx, and the Apple CarPlay. Like if you got a newer vehicle, holy shit, have that friggin' satellite image with all your waypoints. What's planted in the field? Like it just saves you so much scout.
Well, I don't get why it's so hard to find landowner information.
I think because they charge you money for it. If you like, obviously we know people
Yeah.
that work for DNR, but if you don't have a person to get a hold of, I'm pretty sure it's like $9 or $10, isn't it, to find out who owns a piece of land? If you go through like
The government
Service
thing,
New
yeah.
Brunswick?
Yeah, you got to search the
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
the tax number you find offline.
Yeah, so they want the money probably.
Yeah.
Because that's so neat. If you slide over to the U.S. and zoom in and shows the friggin' piece of land, who owns it, their number.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I wish we could have that here. Holy frig.
Something like that, then there's no excuses of why you don't have permission and you don't know where you are and whose land.
Or
you're
just
hunting on.
even if they had here's a new government job, get a friggin' employee that takes phone calls and
Yeah.
hey, PID, blah 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 blah. Yes, that's so and so, and this is their number, whatever, and so you can call them. It is because that's. I mean, it's not as big an issue for us, but I mean, we're always hunting new fields somewhere, always having to beat on doors or try to figure out from somebody who owns
Well,
what.
there are a lot of fields up and down the river that this farmer may own right to this line. That's grain, and on the other side is a new farmer, a different farmer who owns that grain field.
Geez,
Yeah.
look it out behind Garnett's Welding's a perfect example
Yeah.
of that.
Yeah.
There's at least 2 landowners there.
Yep. Yeah, and they're right, basically separated just by nothing.
Yeah.
It's just the edge of just the field, nothing.
Yeah.
And they just know where to go. But yeah, no, that the Onyx, the CarPlay thing, Apple CarPlay for it. That's friggin' awesome.
Do you have that?
He does.
You don't have Onyx,
I'm gonna get it.
are you?
Yeah, because there's a lot you can use it for, like just outside of waterfowl or big game.
Yeah,
Even
You-
you can kind of zoom in and see the age of cuts. I think.
that's one thing I like out of like Google Satellite, the iPhone mapping app, friggin' Hunt Stand, Gaia, any of those apps so far. I haven't seen any as up to date maps as I have on Onyx. Like a lot of my bear hunters they're all American, and a lot of them have that Onyx. And I'm looking at a map, and it's showing just straight woods, but on theirs it's showing it's a friggin' fresh clear cut, like
Yeah.
brand new.
Yeah.
And it shows it on theirs and didn't on mine. Like it's
So it's getting better here in Canada.
well, it's Onyx. I don't know how they do it, but they got up to the day satellite imaging, so you can see what crops are planted in the field. Like it's up to date by the day or week, basically. You can see what's planted where. I haven't seen how to find that out yet, but
Neither of
I know.
I've seen somebody actually do it, but I don't have the app, so I'm not.
because frig, some of the Google images you're looking at, geez, they're from like friggin' 2017.
Yeah.
It's like it's obsolete now compared to what it actually is. There's been clear cutting or field expanding or stuff like that.
Does it tell you what the crops are?
No, you can see it. Does it tell you, or can
Yeah.
you just see it?
Both.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I'll have to watch that video. That's freaking cool.
That'd be real nice. No, they're flying. If they're flying that direction, you only got 3 kind of fields they're probably going to be in.
That's right.
You know,
And I think it's what
Yeah. Time of year, you can-
$80 a year or something like that.
It's 99 US per year for a membership.
Is
But,
it?
I mean,
Okay.
you can get promo codes and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And I think multiple people you could just get it, and then 3 or 4 guys pay $25 a piece or something, just have the same
All have the same
login. Yeah. You'd be sharing waypoints.
Yeah.
So if you care about that.
That's the only thing I wouldn't like from switching from hunt stand is I got a lot of like waypoints.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of
Well,
information.
All
on
my
X,
information's on there.
But
we're available for sponsorship.
Man, they
on
sponsor
X.
so many friggin' people. Like literally every upland hunter
Yeah.
is sponsored by Onyx. Every friggin' podcast I listen to. is
I've
sponsored by
I've always been interested in it, but we've just never. I mean, it's just
it was
new
no
here.
use really
But
up
just
here.
come to Canada now.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
have to. I'll shoot Ben Bredigan a message.
Who's that?
He's
The
works for Onyx. Yeah. Shoot him a message. See if we can be.
You know this person?
Not. I've never met him, but yeah, I know him to talk to him. He's had a DD. He's a pointer guy, waterfowl hunter.
We're in the market.
Yeah. I'll see what he can do.
We're looking to build relationships here, partnerships.
I'll shoot him a message. See if that's possible.
And
for
if
anybody
that's
in Canada.
if that's the case, it would definitely be worth money, for sure,
Yeah.
for that information.
Yeah. Oh.
Because just for the simple reason, exactly what you said, and I'm pointing my finger at Steve right now.
You could
They
I
go
could
over
scout-
a hill. What's on the other
Yeah.
side of that hill, right? I mean, it's not
It's a
flat.
time saver.
It's not
Yeah.
flat land here. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, anybody
could-
that's been here knows that.
Yeah, you could sit somewhere's high though, and if you knew where everything was, you could use that map
Yeah,
and
you-
almost pinpoint where they're going without even seeing where
Well,
they're
if
going.
it's, yeah, because I'm trying to catalog that in my head now.
Especially
Yeah.
on your
We're out
truck,
dri-
Matt. Now that
Yeah.
you got a new vehicle, like with a big screen, that Apple CarPlay, man, that's freaking bang tidy.
Yeah. So they
My
have
truck's got a screen in it.
Yeah,
With
that's
Apple
bigger than
CarPlay.
3 inch by
that's
3 inch.
yeah, that's bigger than like 1 inch by 3
Yeah.
inch.
They
Looks
have
like
all
a-
these different layers you can put in Onyx specific to what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Oh no way!
Yeah. So
Jeez, we'll have to look into that.
yeah. So they show. I can't remember what they're called, but they're like pro courses or something on YouTube. And I watched one for grouse and woodcock, and it would show
For
like,
what?
grouse and your other favorite bird.
Woodcock.
And it's kind of specific to like the age of the cuts. The,
Oh, yeah,
the
right.
specific trees.
Yeah.
I suppose because you're looking for.
Yeah, and even where ground may be more moist for woodcock.
So
Right.
they can get their peckers in better.
Right. I think I might have actually even downloaded that app.
Did you?
I
I wonder,
think
is
so.
there a free version and a paid version?
Probably.
Never really
I think
looked.
well, there's a cheaper version, and then there's like the elite, which gives you everything for that's $100.
Okay, yeah. I'm not sure what I've got.
I'll have to check my app store, but yeah, that would be because I mean, really, the we always are the last ones to kind of get anything up
Yeah.
here, and I get it, but
Yeah.
still, the landowner information and stuff, if that was on there, or, I don't know, maybe in New Brunswick if they would allow that, but
Yeah, that's not on there for Canada. Yeah,
No.
so funny, eh? Like
I
you guys
feel like
might-
in some places in Canada,
Out
Onyx-
west, you know.
yeah,
Oh,
I feel like
out west.
Alberta.
Oh, they have land maps out
Yeah.
there. It makes sense. Like, why we
Yeah.
wouldn't have
Okay.
that? Our province wants you to pay for that information.
That's what I was saying before while you're upstairs, that they didn't understand why. And it's because I'm pretty sure to call any
Yeah.
PID, it's like $10
Yeah.
just
Yep.
to get landowner information.
Yep, 100% it is. Yeah, when out west, you can get a whole catalog.
Yeah.
You want to find out whose quarter that is? It's right there in the map book.
We'd be on the phone every day calling
you'd
if you had to do it
spend
that way.
ton
That
of
would be
money.
awful.
Be spending a
Absolutely
friggin'
awful.
small fortune.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you just came here,
Yeah.
that's what it would be, right? You'd have to try and find out who it was.
Mm.
I mean, Julien, you don't have to worry about that, I guess.
No, we only got 4 fields. I know who owns every single one.
There you go.
Yeah, I did have it downloaded at one point there.
Yeah.
Onyx.
Yeah, we drove around Tuesday with it on mine, on your Apple
On
Car.
my Apple CarPlay, yeah, that was pretty cool.
It is neat to see that. I like it a lot.
So we've been doing a little work on the trailer. I don't know if anybody saw those videos, but we're going to try to get more footage next time. And we got a pretty decent video of some of the decoys. Part 1.
Yeah.
We got part 2 coming up with Big Al's decoys
As soon as they get here. I wonder,
as soon as they get
it should
here,
be,
yeah.
shouldn't take too long to get here.
No, I think they'll be here probably. They should be here next week.
Yeah.
And then we'll do
the back part of the trailer's done now. We have a spot for the decoys, everything.
The back part of the
nose
trailer's
still
done.
needs-
Yeah, we just gotta. I think we gotta move our wall back a little bit.
Yeah, it's tight.
It does, yeah. Especially once we add the other 2 bags of silhouettes.
We get the other decoys in there. Yeah, we'll definitely need to
Yeah.
move it back, and the shelves in the front. We just got to attach them and get the batteries in. We got to change that. Change that light bar too on the back.
Oh yeah, yeah,
It's got moisture in it.
yeah,
Warranty deal once Clark gets that in.
yeah. Oh, you've talked to him already?
I did, yeah. Well, I messaged him earlier in the year, like early spring, and then just when we were working on it the other day, I messaged him again while I was thinking of
Yeah.
it, just so we're not friggin' October and I
Yeah.
don't have.
No lights.
Well,
Now's the time to get her done.
yeah, it would work, but we don't want to be working on stuff and we want all that stuff done. So,
Yeah.
You want to be rolling into September 1st,
Oh.
fully ready.
but definitely put a lot more thought into it this year. I mean, last year it was good to work on it, or sorry, just work with it.
Yeah.
But now we got more decoys, we
More
kinda know-
gear.
more gear, yeah. And I just want it to be efficient to work out of,
Moving all the blind stuff to the back of the trailer, I think it's gonna be nice. Not having to lug that through that door all the time.
Yeah.
That little man door is kind of awkward, and that'll be nice.
And it just makes sense to have it all in one place.
yeah, and having some shelves in there to keep stuff off the floor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, when we did with Stahl, wasn't his trailer geared up that way?
Yeah.
Blinds in the back,
Yeah.
decoys in the front.
All his decoys were in the very, very front.
In the nose, yeah.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like he had a bigger door on his.
Mandor?
I don't know. No, it was tight. It was tight squeezed
Was
on that one.
It was
too,
tight
in the front.
squeeze, yeah. He just had all his gear in the back, but he didn't. I don't know how many decoys he had, but
I don't think he didn't have a ton.
he didn't have a
Because
big,
he had a lot
No.
of clothing and friggin' equipment, saws and stuff hanging off the wall. Like,
yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
of that crap.
Wow, they live in it.
Like
Yeah.
we've got almost 16 dozen full bodies in that trailer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus,
Ryan must damn near have that too, huh?
I don't know what Rye's got.
I can't remember. It's
I
a
think-
lot.
I think
That-
he's.
He's got quite a few.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I don't know how many he's got now.
He must be close to friggin' that, wouldn't he? Or even more?
I would.
Oh,
think.
yeah.
20,000?
Yeah, he's somewhere around there.
Now, what about blind chairs for this year?
That's something that I need to get before the season. I really wish that we could go in someplace. That's kind of the other tough part about being here is that to get any of that stuff, we're going to order it from probably like Rogers
Yeah.
because they have a lot of that stuff, and you can't go sit in a day.
No.
Like those ones that I have are good, but they're
A little short now.
most of them are all like 17-inch high. Even those new dive bomb chairs are still like 17 inches high. And you got to have something that's a little bit higher than that, but that a guy can sit in
Yeah,
too, right?
20, 22 inches.
You
maybe
want it to be
24.
comfortable, but you also, guys need to have room too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't be
Yeah.
too wide.
They can't be too big or too wide or sitting too high. So,
Yeah. Can't
I've
be
been-
sticking out the top.
right, I've been watching, and there's definitely been some on sale, but they were just too big or not what I wanted. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say there is a perfect blind chair out there for
Not
duck
yet.
hunting yet.
Not yet. no.
Everybody's got their own take, which is good for certain situations, but
Like if you always hunted dry land and
Yeah.
it was always dry, like that would be something that you would take into account. But like if you're going to be sinking down into the ground or you're going to be in a muddy field and your chair's already, your legs are going to be horizontal or a little bit,
I can tell you one thing, though. 100% of the blind chairs are better than a layout blind.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Sitting on a bucket and a
Yeah.
blind is better than a layout blind.
no
Any
question.
day.
And you want guys to be comfortable, and you want them to be. The biggest thing for me is I want them to be comfortable, but I want them to be able to stand up
Yeah, comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Quick.
comfortably. Like realistically, you certainly don't want your legs any less than horizontal. And I think some of those big tall guys are.
Yeah.
To
And some
fly,
of them are older too.
Yeah.
They have a hard
Yeah,
time.
the older guy.
to fly up out of a chair and you're grabbing the front of the
You
blind.
need little booster chairs, little like airbags.
yeah.
I was talking to
just-
Wayne.
Give them a little
I was
boost.
talking to Wayne. He said he wasn't coming back unless he could have Steve's chair again.
Yeah, we can make that work, I'm sure. He had a hard time getting up at all, didn't he, out of those little ones?
Wow, he messed up his back
Yeah.
the first day or something like that. He had a hard, and he's like 70-something years old, right? So
Yeah.
I definitely like hunting out of my blind chairs.
Yeah.
Once
Yours are a step down from ours, and I like them. They're a
yeah,
little bit
yours
smaller.
are humongous.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If they're too fucking big, you can't get them.
You can't walk by
You
them.
can't walk by them. You know. You
Like
can't
the
put
ones
them
I've
all
got
in.
without the armrests, I
Yeah.
like. The armrests make them little too big.
And
Oh,
see,
okay.
that's it. That's the other thing. That if they're too big, then they're touching the back of the blind.
Yeah.
And anytime
That's
a
how
guy
ours are.
goes to shift around or whatever, the blind shakes, right?
yeah,
So there's a fine line, but we may have to, I want to look at what's new this year. I guess maybe looking at what you got, Wes.
Yeah, they're pretty cheap on
I was
Amazon.
I was interested in those dive bomb ones, but from what I understand and looking at the specs, they're no higher.
Yeah.
You know,
The ones you've got, Wes, are all right.
They're nice. They got adjustable legs with big feet,
Yeah.
and the back folds down. So
that's a big thing. The adjustable,
yeah, if you're on
the big-
level ground, you can level it out, or
big feet on them, and
They don't
the,
sink.
The backrest that comes down.
yeah, they don't sink.
And I like on gear like that when it's gonna make guys safer and more comfortable. It doesn't matter. Like I'm not cheap. You guys know that. I'll get whatever I need to get. But it has to work for us. If it's gonna be a fucking hindrance, and
Yeah, no point in wasting money.
I just like you can actually lean right back in it comfortably.
yeah.
Like I find those little ones for a guy my size, I feel like I'd fold that like a
And we definitely, we
Like
definitely,
Brad
I
did.
would.
yeah, Brad, that was just a slow, just a slow death there that day.
I feel like my back absorbs those chairs and my ass, and I just
I think I was set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've set up. Yeah.
It's funny we always talk about the evolution of gear, eh? And I mean,
Yeah.
like, I've
here
been
we are
thinking-
complaining about blind chairs, and 10 years ago we'd be laying in mud and snow and water in a freaking ground blind,
Yep.
just soaked and
Nice.
covered in
I've never hunted out of a layout blind.
Really?
Never.
Never?
Never.
You did. You
Never
you,
shot.
Yeah, you were when you were a little kid.
yeah.
Remember
Yeah,
that?
you've hunted out of them. We hunted out of them, but you weren't shooting then.
Yeah. Oh, frig, I remember.
Me and Matt one time hunted this field. It was like pouring rain, and it was raining so hard it was like a river coming down, and our
Yeah.
blinds were right in the middle of it.
And
Where
it's just a
were we
literal
at?
pool where your ass sits.
That's the divided highway. Goes right through there, Julien.
There's just me and you,
Yeah.
just two of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's right off the side of the new highway there now. I'll never forget
It was
that.
bad.
That was rugged.
Man.
Yeah. Like raining like it has been the past few days. Just
Yeah.
hammering.
Real wet rain.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
Oh, it's
what,
like
boys, to do that,
We were in
That's-
2-3 inches of water probably.
yeah,
to do that today, I don't know if we would. I don't know if we could.
I mean, I got the gear for it now.
yeah. I mean, we've done it. Like we've definitely had some hard rain days.
Oh,
the
man.
the first day that Ed and them came up, like
Yeah.
that was
raining uphill.
the highest
The
the
wind was
highest
blowing.
point probably in Carleton County or one of them, and it was blowing a gale like a hurricane, and the wind was, like I say, howling, pouring rain, and there was a lot of water.
We
on
had
the
an
ground.
awful day last year with Ed and them.
Yeah.
You were there, Wes.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Isn't that-
moist.
Oh, that's what I thought you
Cornfield.
meant was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was rugged and muddy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and nothing worse than a silage cornfield on a wet day.
Oh, it was brutal.
Those are the days where you're lucky that you have a sled or you got a machine to haul a sled or
And the worst part about it for you guys is you don't have time to dry anything. You're right back out the next day and the next day.
Yeah.
And then,
and some days you just don't.
oh,
I mean, some weeks you just even if you did have time,
It's not enough.
It's not enough to dry that stuff out. But that's part of the grind. That's what makes it tough. And this year we're going to be going a lot, twice as much.
Yeah.
So
The hurricane hunt there was pretty.
yeah.
yeah,
That was wild.
Yeah, that was crazy.
that was rugged.
And hunts like that when it's colder and just absolutely dumping rain, man's almost better to just put his waders on. If you got a comfortable
Yeah.
set of waders, just
Yeah.
hunting your waders.
I bought a decent pair of insulated ones this
Yeah.
year.
Never been so thankful to fit into my father's Gore-Tex gear.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah,
But even some of those conditions, though, even Gore-Tex will wet out. It just
Yeah.
freaking
After
crazy.
a while.
yeah. If you certainly do, if you don't keep up on like washing that and recharging it. Like my
Yeah.
rain suit needs recharged.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, there's a reason lobster fishermen wear rubber rain suits.
Yeah.
Yeah, but last year the boys had like Helly Hansen gear on, and they were all wet at the end of that day. And
Really?
the boys that had Sitka were dry.
Wow.
The humidity
Yeah,
builds
Sean,
up under them.
Sean and Dennis bought Sitka. They were
Yep.
dry, and them all had Helly Hansen oil gear on. They were soaked.
Drove
every last
to the gun dealer, bought Sitka.
Yeah.
Drove to the gun dealer, bought a set. Yeah,
How many thousands of dollars did they spend? It's freaking crazy.
it was $3,000 for two of them, I think,
Yeah.
something like that.
Oh,
They walked up. They're like, "What is this? What
Yeah.
you got on?"
Hudson bibs.
Where do I get that?
Hudson bibs and Hudson jackets, man.
There you go, Ross Faulkner.
Yeah.
We still love you. Haven't seen you in a while, but we're
Yeah.
sending people your way, man.
Ross and
Yeah.
Justin, they were up at the Canadian Open there this week, and it was just dumping rain.
Where?
Ontario. Sporting clays.
Oh,
Holy frig, it was dumping rain hard.
yes.
Saw some videos there. All these fancy up and over guns all getting drenched.
Right, yeah. People wouldn't.
That's when we shine, Matt.
Yeah.
That's where we shine.
Yep, definitely.
We had that shoot one year, and it was pouring rain.
That
and
was
our
like-
team.
That was the first year, wasn't it?
No,
No.
the first year Chad was on our team.
Well, didn't you, Matt, finish like second
That's
at
the
Nova
year we bought
Series
the
or
Hawaiian
something?
shirts.
Yeah. What shoot was that, Julien?
That what?
That
That-
I come second.
What's the one where Matt finished like second overall? It was like
The
no-
one that we had Hawaiian shirts.
Yeah, wasn't it like Nova Provincials or some damn thing or Nova Series?
It's at Nova Invitationals.
Yeah, and he finished second
Yeah.
with a pattern master and a 12 gauge
Oh, yeah.
automatic.
and a Walmart
Semi.
Hawaiian
Yeah.
shirt on.
Yeah, it poured rain.
Brian,
like poured that day.
Brian was like, "Isn't that the guy that was shooting the pattern master?" And Julian's like, "Yeah." Well, fuck, he should have won.
If you did,
I don't
man,
deserve this.
what do you shoot? What do those guys shoot for chokes, Julian? I don't have a clue.
Improved cylinder.
Imagine if
Probably.
you'd had an improved cylinder and you probably wouldn't.
Yeah, but a pattern master, when you're shooting lead and like big loads, we shot at a target this year at the club. Lyndon had his in. Yeah, Lyndon had his, and he shot 7.5 at like a patterning board, and it wasn't that tight.
Really?
Huh.
No, it was pretty good. Like it didn't look no different than Chad's modified.
But he had a pattern master extended range.
Yep,
Really?
and it looked just like Chad's modified, basically.
They make good chokes, man.
Friggin' right, they do.
We've used
Yeah.
them for a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like even with all the new ones they've come out with, like they're all good.
I still go for the extended
But
range.
Original extended tube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got a brand new one at the house. So when I think this one's wore down, I'm just gonna plug that one in.
I think I've got the code Black Goose or whatever it is.
I think that's what's in mine.
All right.
I gotta think if I'm gonna get one for the 20 gauge.
Oh, you got it, Wes.
Definitely for wood for waterfowl. But holy crap, man! You hit a
Got it.
friggin' partridge with pattern master. You are just
That
blowing
dog
them
of
to
yours is
death.
being unruly over there.
I know he's such a lover.
Picking on Brad.
Climb right up on your lap if you could.
I've got one in mine.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Shoots ducks good.
yeah. That'd be awesome for ducks. I'd probably take it out to hunt upland with it as all.
I brought it for geese, and it just didn't seem like that the day I brought it out. The geese were working. They were a little far, right? They weren't
Yeah.
working the best. But
So does yours
I
have a
just-
carbon rail on it?
no, mine's an M2.
Oh, an M2. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah, my 22.
You got an SB3, don't you?
Yeah.
Brad and Steve.
I do, yeah.
Do yours guys have carbon rail on it?
No.
Man, my
No.
20 gauge got a carbon rail.
Yours
on it.
is the best,
Yours,
right?
Yours
Yeah.
is the,
Yeah,
got
the
that
beat,
best.
yeah.
Oh, you
quality.
didn't get that.
No, they didn't have it left-handed.
Okay, so I looked that up. I wasn't sure what the frig it was and if it was worth it, but I found out it is very worth it. It comes with a 25-year warranty.
When you buy left-handed, you're very limited on it.
Yeah,
kind
no
of
doubt.
guns you get.
So it's,
Lucky to have a left-handed though. That's the
Oh,
best thing for you.
Man, I'm so glad. I wish I would have done it a long time ago.
but that gun, man, it is stupid light. It feels like it's cheap. It's so light. Like it's gonna be a quick swinging gun for like a little beaver
It didn't
pond
have the
duck
best
hunt.
coating.
Huh?
They didn't have the best coating when I bought mine.
Okay. So
Wasn't
the
out
best
yet.
one doesn't just come with that coating; it comes with the carbon rail.
Must be.
Okay,
Yeah.
well that adds some value there. It's freaking cool.
Yeah.
I'll get it out of the
Yeah.
cabinet there after.
What else for new gear, boys?
Well, what's going on with your guys' duck calls?
I got an M2.
Are you guys still doing that?
What's that?
Duck calls?
Yep.
I'll see it.
I got a goose. I got calls here for
Duck calls, Julien?
Any?
Yeah. I need a duck call, Julian.
We don't have any out yet.
Just for me to hang around my lanyard, not to actually use.
I got one for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're still working on them. Still trying to figure out if it's exactly what we want before we put it out on the market, I guess.
Anybody want to buy a pearl blue super thing? Is that what that is? No. This is the Kelly Powers. What was his call there?
Triple thing.
Triple thing. No.
No.
Triple crown.
Triple crown, yeah. And a pearl blue triple crown that is collecting dust. I'm going to sell it if anyone wants it.
We're working on duck calls, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duck calls are quite a bit tougher than a goose call to get right, but
Just millimeters is a huge, 1 millimeter is a huge, it's insane how much it affects it. But we're getting there.
yeah.
We're getting there. We used our duck call last year, and they're pretty good. And,
This
we'll see
year,
if we can't make.
this year, yeah, it'd be nice to have a few more prototypes
Yeah.
wrangled around and you know, get it one more time. And
Yeah.
I know there'd be
The
a
guys
lot.
that have prototypes like them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that there'll be a lot of people looking for double reads too, probably. So that would be something that we'd have to think of as well and kind of have thought of. But
It's always good to have your higher end single reads and acrylic goose calls, and then have your maybe lower end Durlin double reads and stuff like that. For not everybody wants to blow a $150 call.
well, you're hard pressed to find a $150 call now.
Yeah, true that.
In acrylic.
Yeah, they're all $200 now.
We're still selling them, but
Yeah.
Yep. The price of everything won't be long. We'll have to jump up too. But we do still have a bunch of cut off goose calls.
we've got ivory and some flat black, and they've all got broken pillow
The
maker
flat
guts.
black looks nice.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and the guts are good too. CNS Customs does a great job on their guts. We use those.
Them guts are, they're money.
We use those pillow.
How the hell would you know? You don't even blow your calls.
I sure do, Wes. I sure do.
He's been practicing, I guess, all summer, right,
Yeah.
Julien?
Oh, that's good.
He ain't done a damn thing with his dog. Thank God he sent it to maritime dog training that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that one time?
One and done. That's all
Yeah.
Oakley needed.
Then he met Dave.
He's a good dog. He's a good dog. Solid. He knows what to do when the time comes.
You're just there to take the birds out of his mouth, Julien.
That's all I'm there for. He
Yeah.
does everything else.
Yeah. Just a warm body to pick up birds from his mouth.
Did any of you guys get the wildfowl big gear issue this year?
No.
Or look around
Yeah.
to see? Did you? I didn't really notice that there was anything.
There's
that blew-
nothing much new.
That blew me away. I mean, I don't know if we're kind of in a funny spot in the industry where it's not like, oh, they've got this thing out and it's like the next best thing, you know.
I seen one thing. I seen Greenhead Gear. Yeah, GHG's making some kind of like a splasher that the back flips or like it's got something that spits water. It's the only thing I seen that kind of caught my eye. That kind of interests me.
Yeah, something for duck hunting.
Yeah,
They're kind of at a
Like,
standstill
it
with motion for geese.
yeah. Avian hasn't done anything with decoys lately.
It'd be nice
Big-
to have some spinners here in the next little while.
Big Al's been slamming out the new stuff. He's had a lot of.
Yeah.
He's
Them
had a
bully packs are friggin' awesome.
the bully packs. He just brought out those new resters. I don't know if you guys saw those.
yeah.
He's got new packs of resters. There's actually a sale on his website too. So if you're in the market for silhouettes, check out his website because there's end of summer sale and pretty good sales on some stuff too.
Yeah.
So
Tacklers are nice and dark.
I'm telling you, compared, and I know we've talked about this, Julien, but compared to the other decoys that are there, and cacklers are dark anyways.
Yeah.
Those cackler decoys are super dark. I like them. I don't know
Yeah.
how big they are. I figure they're about the same size as those black ducks that he makes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
We're awesome too. If you're looking
they're awesome.
black ducks, they're friggin'
Oh, you're breaking up a bit, Julien.
You're not moving
He's
around, are
walking
you?
and talking, I bet.
No, I'm not.
Okay, what'd you say? Sorry.
I said them black ducks are friggin' awesome. If anyone's looking for black duck silhouettes,
Yeah, they look nice.
they're really good.
Yeah, definitely. I was on the other day looking around though, and he does have that end of summer sale. It's got some new apparel on there, and I threw a little suggestion out there the other day about he's put those new sweaters out, and they got the big American flag on them. I said, "Geez, we need some Team Canada hoodies, Big L hoodies." So
That'd be awesome.
wouldn't be surprised if at some point here
Interesting.
we see something like that, which would be good. A lot of people up here use them.
Oh,
So
yeah.
and it's nice to see him coming out
Did
with
you
some
just
different
pay for
poses and stuff. Gee,
Or is that free?
No, I got somebody send it to me.
Oh, gotcha.
but yeah, no, the blind chairs are a big thing for me this year.
Yeah.
As far as that goes, got some new avians, but I would like to. I'd like to have some lessers.
On the stick.
Yeah.
Those,
Yeah, because they're just so, they're. I like having them in that one spot, and when the wind hits them, they move.
They take
easy.
no wind at all to move and
Yeah.
spin, and they're nice.
And I'm just waiting for. There was a sale,
The outfitter pack.
and and there
Dozen.
was a sale at another store, but they didn't have free shipping. So this other store does at times have free shipping. I'm just waiting for a sale, and I might pull the trigger on some of them because I would like to have a couple dozen.
What about those mojos you were talking about?
They're not even bringing any in.
Yeah.
There's going to be zero mojo, or sorry, spinners,
Spinners, yeah.
avian spinners, power mallards. That's what I wanted. But
I've
yeah,
got a couple.
we definitely, you should bring them this year
Yeah, I can do that.
and just leave
They're
them
nice.
here. You might as well bring your goose
Yeah.
decoys too and leave them here.
Exactly what I should do.
I've been wanting to get a lot more electronics for duck hunting, like the spinners and the little wiggle butts. Like I got a couple of those now, and it'd be nice to have one of the I don't know what they're called. Julian was talking about them that actually spit the water up in the air.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
bilge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blacker.
Yeah,
There's
splasher.
there's a lot more of that stuff, motion stuff for
Yeah.
duck hunting.
Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah, if you're hunting any amount of water,
That's a lot
motion in the
easier.
water makes such a difference.
A lot easier to make.
Yeah.
I mean, we usually field hunt, but if we wanted to put the time into pond hunting, there is lots of opportunity around here.
Well, and a guy like, when we were talking the other day, I'm like, for a guy like Rowan, who's going to be in the market for a vehicle here real soon, like if you've got a small vehicle and, you don't have a lot of money to get a bunch of gear and stuff, like duck hunting or running silhouettes.
way to
Those
go.
those silhouettes would be mint. They'd be the only thing you need.
Well, how much did we fit in my RAV yet last year? Like full blind,
Yeah.
couple, like 6 dozen decoys, or
Yeah.
I don't know.
We had one
remember
bag.
how
We
many.
had one bag of duck silhouettes.
Yeah. Which what was
and we
that?
filled the corner of that field.
Yeah.
I think we had 5 or 6 dozen.
Yeah, I thought it was 5 dozen.
Yeah.
I know one thing. I definitely want to get in on a water duck hunt this year. I get a dog that friggin' loves the water. He's bonkers for it. So
Well,
get out
here's the thing
earlier
about
before it gets too cold.
the water hunting is, again, like, unless you're on the water, a lot of times you don't really realize how many ducks are even there.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times when they're feeding, they're just popping up over the edge of the riverbank, feeding
Yeah.
and back into the water.
Man, some of the beaver ponds that we've hiked into to check for birds. Oh my word!
Yeah.
Just
We had
absolute
a couple
hell.
last year.
Yeah, we got a couple water duck chutes there last
Yeah,
year,
you
just
did.
overflows into fields and stuff. But we'll be doing a little bit more of that this year, I'm hoping, because we're going to be out anyways,
Yeah,
and we need to take that
Yeah.
time just together.
I know some
Yeah.
guys that really hammered the ducks there last year. So
Yeah.
I'll be tagging along with them a little bit more. So
David Noble, if you're listening, you have my number.
man, some of the duck hunts he went on, holy frig!
Well, Heartland this year was crazy.
Yeah.
How many ducks there were?
Well, I've got a video of it right now. I don't know if you've seen here lately.
Oh yeah.
Have you guys been up and checked the Heartland Golf Course pond? Holy shit balls!
Yeah, she's loaded.
Yeah,
Heartland,
That friggin' pond buddy's house down the road from you.
yeah. He
Have you
feeds
seen
them
the
as
ducks in
live.
that?
Oh, they're 12 lines deep.
They're
wrapped clear around that.
The whole pond is
Yeah.
full now. Like,
Hundreds.
It's usually full all summer, but
He dumps feed there. Is why they stay
but
there.
now it's like super stacked.
He walks right out with his camera and takes pictures at him. You could walk right up and give him
Man,
the
you should go
stick.
check for bands and
well,
bring the pellet gun.
and here's the thing. Like,
I'm just joking. I'd never do that.
we got a youth hunter right here you know, which is something that we should definitely do this year.
What, get him to go look for bands and shoot him with pellet gun?
I mean, off the record, but yeah, definitely.
Did you see much last year for like different ducks around here?
Did we?
We
We
shot
shot
a
a
couple
Wood duck.
we shot a. Were you there the day, Julien? That yeah, we did see some wood ducks. Were you there the day, Julien? That we got that. Lyndon was there. You must have been there. We were out in on Graham's. We got that banded mallard that had the. Yeah, you were there. That had the band worn right off to nothing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah, me and
acid
Ryan.
etched
Me and
it.
Ryan spent the afternoon dipping it in some kind of.
You acid etched it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys did that for me.
Yeah.
Still not on my lanyard, but I'm figuring it'll show up there at some point.
Oh, yeah. Ryan
There
will
ain't
definitely
much.
give you that band.
There ain't much holding it together. I'll tell you right now. If you put that on your lanyard, I bet you it would fall apart.
So
You-
how old
you
was that
laugh.
duck?
How old was it?
12,
Julien?
13 years old.
Yeah. To the point the band was wore right off. That's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no numbers left at all. And if you pushed on it, it would just buckle. Like
Now we did
It's
shoot
delicate.
a spec last year, which
Just
I,
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot believe. I think we only killed one, didn't we?
What about snow geese?
Yeah. we
and,
did, yeah.
and to my knowledge, none of us as guides even saw it in the bunch.
Really?
No.
No, the dog brought it back.
Stanley D'Entremont shot it and knew
Yeah.
that it was he said I come up and seen it trying to get away. I saw it on the video get spun and hit
Was
the
it
ground.
like a general or just?
Oh yeah,
Really?
it was a nice one.
No
Yeah,
one saw it or heard
yeah.
it?
Nobody.
All
No,
barred up.
no. It
That's
just,
odd. Usually, if anything slightly different in size, sound,
You never
or
heard a
shape,
thing.
it's like
Nobody
it-
heard anything.
dead meat.
right?
Yeah, it didn't make a sound. And but he knew it. Stanley knew it was there. He
Oh,
I saw it was something different, and that was my last shot. So he said I gave it to him, and you could see it just at the edge of the video cartwheel. But still, even in the air, you couldn't tell that that's what it was.
how many snow
No.
geese did you get?
I don't think we got any last year, did we? No. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
you
got
did.
we got
Couple,
two.
at
We got
least.
two. Yeah, we got two.
Oh, Ryan got one too.
Yeah, Eagle and Ryan upriver got one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Rip River.
Oh wow,
There.
Yeah, that's a dandy.
And then what was it? It had land
Oh yeah,
way out, just out of range.
that was a pink foot.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that.
We tried. That was when Aaron was there.
Yeah.
Aaron Hunt. That was at the end of October. That was our first weekend in November hunt. And,
Mountain geese.
Mountain,
What a field.
definitely. Yeah, that was awesome. And frig, it circled around, and we tried to get it to come close enough. And then when they would swing over, like you'd keep your eye on it, and then you'd lose it, and they might be in range, and then they friggin' landed. But I'm pretty sure that I don't think that was a spec, because those specs and those gray legs and stuff, they all kind of have that same sort of a noise.
I never got to see it, just
But-
hear it.
Yeah, I saw it good when he landed. I was like, that's a pink foot
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
And then there
We
was
shot
a
that.
friggin' albino Canada that nobody even tried to hunt. I don't think.
in the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got pictures of it.
Yeah.
We got pictures of it in the spring, and then there was it or another one back in the fall. And
You know who will shoot that this fall if it's around?
yeah, David Noble.
David Noble.
Along
How
with
many?
another
How many
mallard.
blonde mallards has he shot? And he saw one just the other day. He was saying, didn't he? Wasn't it a blonde mallard?
He's got a baker's dozen mounted.
I know.
I think he's just raising them
crazy.
maybe at home.
Literally hunted here our whole lives. And how many have you killed, Andrew,
I've killed none. I've seen 2 or 3.
in the
most.
last few years?
Yeah,
Yeah. That David Noble's wrath.
yeah. He got
He's killed what, 2 or 3?
2 out of
Two.
the same pond.
Oh my word!
Yeah. And then you guys
Does,
killed
does
those.
he bleach that pond?
And then you guys got those tree ducks. You were with them
Yep.
that day, weren't
Yep.
Yeah.
Black
Bulbous
Whistling.
whistling ducks.
Yeah,
you?
Yeah,
they
he's
were-
got those mounted.
they were different to hear.
Yeah.
I had no clue what it was flying
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shot it for closer inspection.
Self-defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
and he's got at least 2 blondes, plus he just saw one the other day. Holy crap.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. The migration has definitely changed here, and I think that wherever that it'd be interesting to go for a drive this time of year over to Maine, where we've killed a few bands from that area.
Yeah.
See that there's a couple reservoirs
That
over there.
one of them is right there at Mars Hill.
Yeah, yeah, and it must be just stacked, eh? Because when you look at where they come down through, like It's got to be.
And I don't know what they're feeding on all summer right there.
I don't know.
Hard to say.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, they would find, I suppose, whatever. They're quite a
Well,
while.
I wonder where that pink-footed or whatever you called it, that one would have came from.
I think even that
The zoo?
spec, personally, I think they all
Greenland.
come from England.
Really?
Yep.
Get blown
Or
over from Europe.
or like Julien said, I think they all come from Europe.
Blown over to like Iceland or Greenland.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, yeah,
from
the-
Greenland to Canada.
We've
and-
got bands from Greenland before.
Yeah.
And I checked the guy's website years ago, and he had pictures of specs there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I wonder if those collared birds will be back through.
Yeah, I don't know.
They went through
Well,
Fredericton.
he said that they track them because bird watchers will send
Yeah.
in pictures, but they fly from Greenland over the Maritimes down and live on the east
Because
coast.
what was there, 8 or 9 or so collared birds that were in the Salisbury area and stuff? A few of them got shot last
Yeah,
fall.
there
They
was a
shot
pink,
one on the island.
there was a pink foot there too. That side of the country did well last year.
You're friggin' right.
I
it
mean,
did,
we
man.
we did good. We did good here, but they're just always so much more mild than we are, eh? We
Yeah.
just lack that. I don't know. We're due probably for a fall here.
An early freeze up.
That's maybe either an early freeze up or something to stay warm later.
Well, we hunted upland right to the end of December
Yeah.
on dry ground.
Yeah, we hunted the cornfield right up till December.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, New Year's Eve, we were
Yep.
walking around.
Oh, we were still shooting ducks at a cornfields in like December 25th.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was late.
Whatever the last day was.
So I would almost say we're due for the reverse.
Yeah,
Hopefully
but
not. But
Hopefully not. Yeah, we did have that a few years ago, but that's the deal with November. You just never know because we did have that one year.
oh man, remember that one
Foot
year
of-
we were done in the
foot
end of
snow.
November?
Yeah.
Done like
The last week of deer season, I remember treading
Yeah,
snow.
crazy.
yeah,
That's
Yeah.
no fun.
Nearly bringing you to tears driving around.
yeah,
The Great Depression.
yeah,
It is.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Always looking for some place to go. All these coastal areas where everybody's still got birds.
I
and
know.
That's the thing about the island. It's really loaded up here the past few years for sure. Like an unbelievable amount. The migration has certainly stacked up on this side of the country.
And it
Yeah.
sucks over in PEI because just when we would be looking to go over, they drop their freaking bird limit to like 2 or 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It kind of sucks. I don't know why they're doing that. The numbers are still good.
it'd be fun to go over there at some point. I've never
Yeah.
hunted there.
I'd love to go in December with Paul.
Yeah.
but,
Yeah, I've never even been over to PEI.
like literally never been to PEI.
No. I've
What?
Been, yeah, I've been
Grief,
Clear
man.
West and I've been to Newfoundland, but never been to PEI.
Holy.
Oh,
Really?
Glenn still went. He could take you.
Yeah.
He don't even go no more much, does he?
No,
No.
man. His kids are so involved with sports.
Yeah.
That's basically his life.
That pretty much, yeah. And he's into the big game. What he does spend,
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
you know.
He just dedicated his whole life to waterfowl so much that I think he burned himself out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still. You know what? Part of the thing for me is I'll be completely honest. Like when we went around this table, and asked what everybody's been doing, like, you know, nobody's. Yeah, sure, you're out training dogs and stuff, some on your own leisure, but
Yeah.
everybody, the first thing they said basically was, "Oh, just working, you know, working away." Like not just because that's something that you say, but that's because that's what's, you know, it's feast or famine. Like when the snow goes and you can get at the ground, everybody's scratching at it. Everybody's trying to make money, right?
Yeah.
And when fall comes, especially the month of October, those first, you know, 6 or 7 or 8 weeks of hunting season, like that's our time.
Yeah.
You know, that's our time to gather and be together, and
Man.
and we like that grind.
Everybody's always asking me what I'm guiding for, like being an outfitter. Oh, what are you guiding this fall? Blah blah. It's like nothing.
Yeah.
That's my time to hunt. That's what.
Yeah, that's right. And it's
my time to have fun.
it's a pretty magical time for us. We really love and enjoy that grind because it goes by so quick, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Like when you think about it, like the month of October is really our
Quick.
our heavy time.
Peak season.
Peak season, and then into November, it's good, but it's we're searching harder just because of the crops, right?
Yeah.
And if they're cutting corn, some of them really get to it quick and get it plowed under, and that's inconsistent.
That
We don't
transition
like hunting those
period at
spots.
the end of October.
Yeah, the grain's old and whatever, and it's gonna be old this year because they're gonna cut it early, and there's a shitload of oats around. But we like that. That's our time to spend together, because otherwise, we're really
Man,
not
I'll
out
tell you,
ramming and hanging
we say
around.
they're going to cut it early, but if the weather pattern continues the way it is,
Well,
there's still hay fields is not cut.
A lot of this drain's going to cut hard because, I mean, Justin's drain field is completely knocked over.
Yeah.
And you can't cut that the same.
The grain is going to germinate.
Yeah, it's going to
It's
get
so damn
left on the
wet.
ground.
Wow, that Field of Dreams we all hunted there last year,
Yep.
you could tell that had been blown over.
Yeah.
Just because of the way it looked, and there was a shitload of grain on the ground. And I don't know. I would love to know. I would have loved to just had a book at the edge of that field in a case where people could stop and write down how many birds they shot there.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
it would have
it'd
been,
be interesting.
300 probably.
Probably.
It got
It's
hunted
funny.
a
There's
lot.
always every year a field or two or three that gets absolutely hammered. Like the birds never stop coming to it.
Yeah.
And it never stops getting hunted.
multiple
Whatever.
days a week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
multiple days a week and multiple times a day sometimes.
Yeah.
We would leave
Crazy.
there at 10 o'clock in the morning, and these guys would be there by 4 o'clock in the afternoon and hunt it till dark, or hunt a couple hours, and then the birds would be back in there after they left. Like, we hunted that
Man.
field twice a week.
Back in the day, you hunted a field once, and that was it. Like you were done.
Yeah.
And they never came back to a field. It's like, hardly
Well,
ever.
we get out quick too when we know there's a good field like that. We get in and get out as quick as possible, leave everything.
And that's right. I mean, we clean up. We don't stand around and watch geese come in and stuff like that. As soon as we're done, it's like get the truck, get our stuff, get out of there. And that's for everybody's benefit.
And if you want to shoot the shit, you shoot the shit out by the road.
Exactly. Like, just so that everybody knows, like, we're not in the business here of destroying fields and, shooting all the birds. Like, the second that we're done, there's decoys flying in a trailer. Like, we're getting out of there.
Yeah.
That'll speed up picking up, not having to bag them this year. That's for sure.
Speed up picking up. You bought 8 more dozen decoys. It's not going to be anything fast.
Yeah, but there's
about
no
that.
friggin' bagging them, man.
Well, and
that
that's
bagging's a pain in the ass.
that's the thing. When guys want to help, and even with those big seed sacks, which should have been easy, and it was better than individually bagging them. Now it'll be that much easier because they can just walk them in and kind of put them over the edge of the wall, and away you go. Right? Yeah. We're not worried about it. And then it should go pretty. And it doesn't mean that because we've got that many, we put them all out. I mean, you're gonna know when you're
you don't
happy
have to
with
run
when you're happy with what you got out
20
there.
dozen every
Listen to
day.
what he's saying.
Let's
I can
be
almost
honest,
guarantee.
Matt.
Yeah, exactly.
All
Julian.
them full bodies will be out.
Yeah.
You got them, might as well use them.
Yeah, I can hear it already.
October
Yeah.
2nd, there'll be every damn decoy in the trailer at the field.
Julian,
Yeah.
why is any of these other guys bitching? It's not like they touch decoys.
No, I know.
Fucking Steve over there. What are you talking about?
I hardly moved any last
Blind
You're a
crew.
blind technician.
Yeah. Blind and takes naps on his chair in the trailer after he's done.
Oh
year.
yeah.
I try to leave before pickup.
Who set
Great.
this blind up? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, geez, you want me to go for a drive there, do ya?
Better go find some more birds.
Better go find some more birds. Yeah.
Hey, somebody's got to do it.
Somebody's got to be that guy, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
And why do they say, Julien, go find more birds? Because Julien finds the birds.
That's
We all-
good. Yeah, you'd think the guy with the worst direction ever would be the last person to get asked to
I
go
just
find
stumble
birds.
across them. I don't know where I am, Wes. I just find them.
Julian, we send Julian's area is just like a racetrack. Like you just literally can't even get
Like
off
a
it. You just,
NASCAR track.
yeah, you just drive in circles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one time I was like, Matt, I found birds. I'm not sure where I am, but I got a shitload.
That's always
You guys need to get each other on that Find Friends app. So when he tells you I got birds, you can just go on Find Friends and track them down.
Oh yeah.
That's what we need. We need one of them little tab things they put in your car and track you down.
There's already an app for that on iPhone called Find Friends. You
Oh,
see right exactly where each other is.
Oh, you turn your location on?
Yep.
Okay.
Start sharing location permanently, and you'll be able to see right where. Provided everybody's got cell phone service and
AirTag.
yeah,
Yeah,
you'll be able
well,
to see.
that's a problem. Half the places back there don't have service when you get in now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be pretty good this year. I mean, we've already done some talking about filming. We're really looking to step up the filming game. We haven't talked about that at all, but we're looking to really step up the filming game this year with the TV show and
Yeah, I guess we could talk about that. I guess
yeah,
the future plan.
yeah,
That's kind of all just happened right now.
yeah. Go ahead, Wes.
So we got this season of Northeast Untamed with Ben. Obviously, our goal here was to get Ben on as many different hunts as we could to experience everything. And we're doing a pretty good job. We got him out ice fishing, turkey hunting, bear hunting. May or may not do deer hunting just because deer hunting here sucks. But Ben's a lot like us. He doesn't have a very good attention span. So after this season of Northeast Untamed, that's a one and done show. And we are going to transition into the Waterfowl East TV show on Wild TV.
Nice.
Yeah. It just...
There's a lot more chance for content.
Well,
sure.
and it's not even that, Steve. I can't speak for Matt, but for me, the thought of having to go deer hunting
Yeah, that's
and
what I
miss
mean.
a day of waterfowl
Yeah.
hunting, it was
Well, we're
making me
waterfowl
feel
hunters.
And sit there and do nothing.
yeah,
for-
I mean, I understand we got to get him on the hunts and stuff, but Ben's a waterfowl hunter, man.
Yeah.
I think
He's not going to be.
I think you can safely speak for me there because it's
Well,
certainly
that's
not like I.
Well, I had an entire conversation with Ben and said I can't speak for you, but I can tell you this.
Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely a
So
waterfowl.
I knew it would be a no-brainer that you would be in on that.
Well, I was talking about maybe shooting deer this year, and Dad was saying I was going to the Derek side.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
It
Well,
is
and
so
I get,
boring.
I get like when you're young, like maybe you would want to do that. And I mean,
I get
Scott-
get the experience.
Uncle Scott's the guy to talk to.
Yeah.
Him and
Go hang out with Scott.
him and Jason will help you out there. But
But I mean, it's so friggin' boring. Like the one wicked day they had a deer hunting when they went in that cut and they both got deer or whatever.
Yeah.
Like that was insanely exciting. That's
They had-
waterfowl hunting every time you go out.
they had a ridiculous year last year.
They did, yeah.
Should write books, but
Jeez,
I
man,
can see why you'd want to do it, Ron.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to get a deer.
I want to go walk around the clear cut and something run out in front of me and shoot it, not sit in a stand for 10 hours and maybe see one.
And that's how I shot my first 8-point here, just walking.
I think I've
Just
shot
walk
That's
five
it.
or six.
Yeah.
That's how I've shot
Yeah.
all my deer, really. Walking into a stand or
You ever shoot a
The
deer,
two?
Brad?
The two you got, Matt?
Too much
What's
time
that?
invested in it. No.
The two you got?
oh, I've shot a bunch of deer, Julien.
Oh.
Yeah, I've shot. Geez,
Knowing you 20 years, I've never seen you with friggin' deer.
I've shot. I don't know how many I've got on
Graham and Ann,
Graham and
I
Ann.
guess.
I've got 3 over there. I've shot. I think 4.
Are you counting the one you run over?
4 or 5? No, that
Yeah.
that would be another
That was a
one.
bonus deer.
That was a bonus deer. I don't know. I've shot.
You shot a few.
Yeah, I've shot like 5. I don't know, 5 or 6 deer here.
Probably
I don't know.
same with me.
Shot a
Yeah.
one. I shot a 3-horn doe. I shot a 4-point and a 6-point, and
I just like to carry my rifle on waterfowl scouting.
yeah.
Just keep my orange on.
Oh, good
keep my
for you.
license
You'd be
rusty.
like probably the only one of us.
Yeah, that's usually what I do.
I don't ever see any deer, so I don't even buy a license anymore.
I used to see them a lot more,
Yeah.
but yeah, the show will be, you know, we're all waterfowlers. And
We
Ben,
are.
Ben, that's more up his alley. The longer he gets at this, and the more he
Well,
experiences.
Ben's got ADHD. There ain't no way that dude's sitting in a tree
Yeah.
stand for a month.
You know
Yeah.
who else sees a lot of deer?
Oh yeah, we do.
Blonde mallard man.
Yeah, he would. Well, he's in the tractor all the time,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
On
They,
the
they
land.
run right out at him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would. Yeah,
commit suicide. But
yeah.
we would have the show this year, but we just don't have the.
Too much to film too.
It's too much.
Yeah.
We could get the footage, no problem. We just couldn't put it together.
But we're still going to be doing the guide life.
Yeah,
And
and
that's-
YouTube videos for the non-TV hunts.
Right. So throughout the year, like on a daily basis, we're going to be trying to put some stuff on our Instagram, and it's going to go on that guide life thing. Everybody's got those stories tagged at the top of their Instagram feed there. And we did one last year for the guide life. We're going to do it again. And that's more like the behind the scenes, like up to, you know.
Should almost get everybody on
Yeah.
our account. Like
Let everybody-
Steve adding to the story. And
Oh yeah.
Julian adding to the story. And
Yeah,
you.
well, and the big thing is to have your phone out getting the footage, right?
Oh, we'll be all sitting there watching the story while poor saps like me are working. Like, oh, geez, I wonder what he's on.
People liked it last year because I mean
Yeah.
they want to see that stuff, and you
Yeah.
just you get as much people want content, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, it's neat. You're seeing the live up to date, like
Live
the heartache,
up to date,
the
yeah.
sass.
and we've even done that before, live videos,
Yeah,
like live from the hunt.
yeah,
Yeah.
You know, people like that too. I mean, it is
yeah.
cool.
It is neat.
That'd be a good
Used
idea
to-
this year.
Used to watch some of them on TikTok. Guys just turn their live on in the blind. You just watch them.
Pre-advertise it. Saturday morning's hunt's going to be live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throw it on Instagram.
Yeah.
Throw it on whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we'll still be filming all the hunts, and the ones that we don't film with the big cameras, we'll be throwing on YouTube. And I think probably Wild TV, their streaming platform.
Yeah, absolutely. So
So there'll be lots of content.
Yeah.
And we've still got all of last season.
yeah. So with all that being said, there's lots coming up that way. I think that this year's going to be even better than last year. Now that we've, there'll be a lot of help, right? Be a lot of people with their feet on the ground, and Julien being here, Justin being here.
Man, having Justin in the trailer just cooking breakfast and doing that shit,
Oh.
man, that's gonna be good.
Wow.
I see the big man here. He's smiling. With
It's
me.
it's part of when you think about it, like you got to look after yourself.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you're not getting a lot of sleep, you try to get Z's when you can.
Yeah.
You get rest when you can, and you try to. The other thing is eating right, or eating.
Yeah.
Eating.
Well, and having a dedicated cook, like
Eating in general.
Whole food.
guy that
real
can
food,
cook
not just
that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Oh, he's an excellent cook.
yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. There's nothing the guy can't make.
We could plug an inverter into those batteries and run a smoker.
It's not a bad idea.
yeah.
Need a
I-
stove for freshly baked bread now.
He can make break bread in a freaking Traeger.
Oh,
Get the
rolls
Traeger
are
fired up.
terrible.
Man,
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I feel like this is a whole section that should be documented and should be part of our every morning routine, because we're there early anyway. And when you think about it, like we're fasted basically, or not eating much until like
Noon.
10 or noon.
Yeah.
In the morning, starving. Like
Whenever
well,
we
and
can
you've
hit
been
Burger
working
King.
since
have
3 a.m.
have coffee and maybe a little bit of snacks. But if you actually had a meal like that, holy shit! I mean, I'm here to tell you what we need to do though, and this has kind of been going around the circle a little bit. Is we need to get a hold of Chili Moose,
Yeah.
because Allison McClellan gave me one of their tumblers this year, a 30-ounce tumbler.
Yep.
I hadn't even heard of them, but they're a Canadian like cooler company. They make like coffee tumblers and cups and coolers and stuff
Molded
like that.
cooler.
Yeah, roto-molded coolers, and man, it's friggin' nice stuff. Like super nice. He put my logo on it. I was training his dog, and super nice stuff.
I've got 2 of their coolers.
Do you?
Yeah, they're nice.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd never. Do you guys ever heard of them
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I'd never.
before this year? I hadn't heard of them before.
Something's making me think I did, but
So it's comparable to Yeti.
Yeah,
It is,
It'd
yeah.
be like the Canadian
Yeah.
brand.
yeah,
Same thing.
yeah. So it'd be awesome. We got to get a hold of those guys to
Yeah, we should.
see if they want to partner up with us. That would be great, because their stuff is awesome, and I know Allison has a bunch of it down there. So I'm gonna go down and see them.
Yeah, so we got a rep type of deal or a store that people can buy it from.
Yeah,
Right
see,
here locally,
see
which
what-
is hard.
Yeah,
There.
see what he's got there, and go from there, because we just keep a cooler full of that stuff in there all the time, and it would be. That's kind of been a thought in the past. I know Ryan had talked about that as well, just having a cooler in there with water and whatever.
Yeah.
But if you had a cooler that was going to hold ice well, and you could always keep food and snacks and stuff in there.
They do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we want everybody to be,
Well, we use it in bird season. Frank, some of the days we were out, it was like high 20s or mid 20s, and everything would still be nice and cool.
Yeah, I've been looking at their stuff, and like I say, that tumbler I have is awesome. Love it. It's a good size too. That 30 ounces.
Yeah.
Put a lot in there, and we can, I got a little Keurig there. We can throw in there too. We got to get some plugs in there, boys.
All you need is an inverter. Like I got a little
Inverters.
batteries, 2 or
You
3,
buy
4
one at
plugs.
Canadian Tire
Yep,
even.
$50, $100.
Yeah, they're not bad.
Yeah.
Get a decent one. Get one that's protected, like whatever.
Yeah, we don't want because we got the battery power. Holy shit,
Well,
we got two great
go
big
to
batteries
Canadian
in there.
Tire and buy a really good like eliminator inverter or something like that.
Figure out what the smoker needs for wattage, and then buy one.
Yeah.
Man,
Hey,
Hey, the Traeger wouldn't take very much because it's just an auger.
look,
Provides its own heat with the
we've got
pellets.
2 great big batteries that are running 3 light bars.
Allison
We're
McClellan.
not burning that
So
amount of power.
Allison
up.
McClellan, we need a cooler to keep the food cool, and we need the smallest Traeger you can buy to
Cooler,
a little Traeger.
cooler, some coffee tumblers.
Oh, coffee
Yeah.
tumbler, that'd be.
Yeah, and we'll get them logoed up.
Yeah.
And
We need a Traeger sponsor and a Chili Moose sponsor.
I'm game. Like whatever we need for an inverter.
And Onyx.
Seriously, because I mean, like I say, we've got those 2 great big batteries. We're not using. When I come home and plug that in, we've barely used any power.
Go right on to Canadian Tire's website and just search inverter.
We're not even We're not even to half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Although electronics like that with like heating elements, they do draw a lot. So
Depends
a
on the
Traeger
heat
would
source.
definitely be the ultimate if you can get one.
Well, and it would depend on like, what are we actually trying to? What are we doing?
Yeah.
Are we just trying to? Are we trying to cook something, or are we trying to heat something up?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if that's what we need, well, then maybe it wouldn't take too.
Well, look at what Justin cooks in his Traeger. Holy crap. Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His breads. That's just.
Oh, my word. Could you
Can't
imagine?
beat that, a roll like that.
I've never eaten one out of it. I could just imagine how good it is.
Usually I lose weight during good
Hey,
season.
and this is what
I think I'll buy him a Traeger just to cook me bread in it every morning.
this is what it's all about, though, right? I mean, like we've got our own trailer now. You know what I mean? We can do this stuff. So if that's what we need, Justin, we'll be talking to you. We'll figure out what we need, and we get
Tell
a
'em,
cooler in there.
Make a list.
And I'll tell you what, like we cooked Costco bacon this morning, and like just as far as store-bought bacon goes, that's pretty good stuff.
Costco is better than any stuff you buy at Sobeys.
Yeah, and we could, but he was talking the other day there. He said something about, I can get this smoked. I said, that fella, we'll have to have 2 coolers because he'll have one full all the time and just. Boys, when I had a little downtime today, I smoked a couple things of cream cheese and I made a loaf of bread and I
Smoked cream
smoked.
cheese.
God would only know what he'd be smoking there.
Man, I'll tell you what else
last
is
time-
good. Smoked ham.
The last time he was up guiding with us, we'd go scouting. So I'm gonna stay back there. I'm gonna make some rolls and some bread, and I'll have supper ready when you guys get back.
Man, I'm a sucker for
Take
bread.
off, come back, man. There's fresh rolls sitting on the friggin' island. It was
cheese.
great.
What is it, Rowan?
Bread and cheese.
Bread and cheese, yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Break bread.
Yeah.
Time to break bread.
Yeah. hell
Smoked
yeah, boys.
cheese.
It's going to be fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Just, that's why I like waterfowl hunting is because of this right here, right?
Well, it's
We're
this
right
out in the field. And
Right.
you've hunted.
I know.
How the hell can you beat that? I mean, it's insane.
Well, because again, I mean, we've talked about this lots of times before. Everybody's busy. We don't take time to gather, but when hunting season comes, we gather.
Yeah.
We spend time together.
Like, I would never in my life ever again lose a day of waterfowl or upland hunting to go deer hunting.
No.
Because we do the same with upland, too. We got his Blackstone on the
yeah.
friggin' tailgate, and we got all the dogs, and just
Yeah.
you go out for a hunt, shoot some birds, and cook some food.
Yeah, it's a social
shoot
event.
the show.
Absolutely, Rowan. That's exactly what
And
it is.
it's so fun when you're running the dogs, too. Like, you're making plans and figuring out how to get the birds after the dogs go on point, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. So we got a couple things there we got to look into as far as that goes. We got to
Getting the trailer finished up. Hope
Get-
to do that soon.
get in the we should look at that this weekend actually. I don't know what your guys' schedule looks
What's
like.
on the docket for this weekend, gentlemen?
Bass fishing. That's my time. Saturday, Sunday.
Bass fishing?
Yeah.
So you're not
I
going to
reserve my weekends for fishing, but I could probably
need to
make,
go
I
pee,
could
buddy?
squeeze you in.
Yeah.
I think my dog needs to pee.
Yeah. So
Staring at me from the stairs.
and it won't take much to finish that up, but
No.
that's something we should definitely look into as an inverter, so that we can have some power
Yeah.
there.
Just plug a couple things in if you need to, like you said, a Keurig or just
Yeah.
anything. Even just a kettle to make coffee.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
look, we're gonna have them shelves. I got a Keurig there. I mean, whatever we need, boys. We want to be. Look, that's gonna be our mobile office.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Simple creature comforts. I mean,
Yeah.
no, we're not way out in the mountains, but like when you're in the field and it's gonna be a cold, miserable day, and you can just walk into that trailer and make yourself a hot coffie. Like that's a big
For
deal.
daylight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Having everything up this year, I feel like we should have everything in its place.
Yeah.
No more piling stuff. Everything's going to be up on the walls, out of the way.
Yeah.
That'll be nice.
That's the second part of what we got to do. The big part for me was to get that back part organized
Yeah.
with where the decoys were, the wall, things like that, how we're going to hang stuff and make it more organized so we can fit in there what we need. And I mean, I think we got a pretty good handle on that. And after last year, we knew what we were going to need. That drill bit for making holes, cat's ass.
Okay.
No more pounding dirt.
No more pounding dirt. No, that's retarded.
That was always a good half-hour long job for somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Wake
Yeah.
you up. first
Sweating.
thing.
Steve loved it.
Here, lug this 60-pound rod across the field and go drive a bunch of holes.
Yeah.
Pound dirt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, I see lightning out there.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be a lot of fun, and hopefully we can all get out on a few hunts. We just got to kind of plan it ahead, knowing what we have for time and days, so that we can kind of.
October 2nd to, I think it is November 8th, I am free and clear.
Yeah.
No
You
work,
too, eh,
no
Brad?
nothing.
Did you take some time off?
Yep. Haven't took no time off this year. Saving her all for October.
Yeah.
You're off all of October, aren't you?
Yeah.
The whole month.
That's awesome, man. That's gonna be so much fun.
It's gonna be a time. Can't
Yeah.
wait.
Gonna be a good year, man.
Yeah. I can't wait, boys. Hate to wish my life away, and I'm not, but I will say I am very excited about it.
It'll be nice to have a good group of us that now we know the areas pretty well.
Yeah.
So there's no more ripping and tearing like a maniac trying to get from one roost to another. Everybody will have their areas. Everybody will have their roosts to
Yep.
watch, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and it takes a lot of boots on the ground, you know, realistically,
Yeah.
to get it done.
To be able to do it every day.
To be able to do it every day, that's right.
You know, if we were
This will
just-
be a good learning curve this year for you.
Yeah, it will. It will. And I mean, you know, like
we kind of did it every day anyways.
we did, yeah. We were doing it every
You
day.
know.
There wasn't any days that we slept in.
No.
But
Slept until 6 when
Yeah.
scouting
yeah,
instead of 3.
right. But we'll get it done.
Yep.
We'll get it done. Everybody knows what they're doing. You know, everybody knows where they got to be, and you get a good idea of what's planted where. And I'll tell you, like,
That's
definitely
it.
there's some areas that I've been through this year that I'm like, wow, this spot is gonna produce all year. Yeah.
Certain areas, it doesn't seem to matter what they grow there. There just seems like there's
There-
one or
it-
two fields that are.
We always call we
magnets.
don't really have a name for them, but Matt and I guess we've always called them like heritage fields type of deal.
Yeah.
like
Ancestral field.
ancestral fields. And every year, no matter what, there will be birds in
Well,
these fields.
look at the line over here.
Yeah, 100%. That's one.
Birds, and we shoot birds at those fields
Hunted
every
that
single
since
year.
I started like 16 years ago, or whatever, however long it's been. I don't even remember now.
Out by the border, the spot you found out there. The corn we hunt.
In
all the
Edmonston, there, yeah.
They're out by the border.
Yeah.
Long ways, but you know those little spots like that. Long ways from the
Yeah.
roost, long ways from the rivers, but they come in every year like
Yep.
clockwork.
Well, that place in the Pinkfoot. Who would have ever thought that was a field out there?
Yeah.
Like that's literally driving by dead woods and swamps.
Yeah. They haven't been out
Like
there.
two little fields.
Yeah, and that area was the first place that we ever killed a speck. Remember that
Yeah.
time that family came through
Well, frig, back then the birds were out there all season.
all the time.
Yeah.
And there's been a bit of a transition there.
Yeah.
They've been more not really more inland, but just more upriver
Yeah.
than that.
When the river's low, they're in, when the river spikes up, they always seem to drive out there, I notice.
Yeah.
All
Well,
the
it just
lakes
makes sense,
gone.
right? When they leave the river, I mean, we know what's going on.
Yeah.
We know where they're going. Right?
Well, they can go farther from the roost too because they got water in the fields a lot of the time.
and I think too, after
need
they
to
get
drink.
beat up on the water
Yeah.
or close to town, they start to move out. More stuff starts getting caught.
True
You
that.
chase Heartland birds down to Woodstock and Woodstock birds back to Heartland. It's
Yeah.
like, what's going on here?
I'll tell you what, Benson's got them both beat, doesn't he?
Oh yeah,
Green Hill Lake.
old Benny boy.
Followed him clear to Green Hill Lake. He told us that is serious as shit. From what was it, Heartland to Green Hill Lake, he followed birds.
Yeah.
Never lost them.
Kept right on them.
Best scouter there ever
Forest-
was.
Forest City.
Yeah. Oh, frig.
It's hard to keep on birds here because you can't see very far.
No, he can't.
It's just hilly enough that,
And the roads don't
Yeah.
go through the hills.
yeah.
That's right. You gotta. It's a learning curve for sure. I mean, you gotta know where the hills are to get up on them.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
Look out.
Oh, are you going to be driving this year, Rowan?
When are you able to get like your permit? And
I'll be
you turn
lucky.
16 and this
He's like,
month,
I'm on
aren't you?
attempt number 4.
I'll be
August, is it August 24th?
August 24th, my 16th birthday.
Yeah.
I still got to take driver's ed though.
How long
I
does
get
that all that crap take? I forget.
6 or 8
Like
months?
3 days for the just the schooling part. Then the driver's ed. They write your permit and then you do your driving, like Steve said, for like about 6 or 8 months.
You got a scooter?
No,
I got a scooter in the garage.
jeez. Wish I would have had a scooter. Everybody at school has a scooter. And
We'll
everyone's
put,
loving it.
we'll put a helmet on you and just throw you on the old PW50.
I have buddies that can wheelie theirs up up Connell Road.
Really?
And they'll go a long
Oh,
ways.
great.
Price of fuel?
Been
we
driving
all
them.
need them.
Yeah, been driving them since they were in. middle
Maybe
school.
I'll hold on to it.
Yeah. Gas will be $2 a liter here probably by fall.
Frig, what is it now?
$1.90,
$1.80 something right now?
Yeah. It's been right around $1.80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try not to
I
pay
only run
attention.
Supreme, so
No, do you?
higher end.
You know what we run for fuel? Speaking of fuel, this is a pro tip for you. We only buy Clark oil, like the Ultramar fuel that has no ethanol in it. And the difference it makes in liters per 100 in a similar amount of, like similar style of driving per tank is like 5 liters per 100 difference between Supreme gas from Irving, regular gas from Irving, compared to ethanol-free regular from Clark Oil. It makes that big a difference. It's like 5 or 6 liters per 100 in our car.
Yes, sir.
My car, my small car.
Burn that this fall.
So like, and I mean, I'm driving straight to Halifax, burning the whole tank. So I'll get like 5.5 liters per 100 with
I heard that on the radio today. It's funny you brought that up.
Yeah, and
'cause
it's
I
like
hear it.
6 point something with
I hear-
Irving gas.
I hear it on the radio all the time, and I'm like, I should try their fuel sometime.
Well, when you go to PEI, fill your truck up and reset your liters per 100. Drive to PEI, and then obviously you'll need to fill up around there sometime. When you fill up to head back home, fill up with Irving gas or whatever, even Supreme if you want.
Yeah.
And reset your liters per 100, and I bet you'll be way better.
Ethanol used to be restricted, I believe, at 10%, and I think
Yeah.
over the last year or two, they upped that to 20%. So
Yeah.
you're just getting 20% corn oil,
Yep.
basically. in
And it
fuel.
makes a huge difference. Like
I always
literally
buy
like
ethanol.
5-6 liters per 100.
What's that, Steve?
I always buy non-ethanol just because of that reason.
Where do you
Or
get it?
not 5 or 6.
Supreme's usually non-ethanol,
Yeah,
so wherever you buy it. Just,
yeah, that's what I run in my
Yeah.
truck too.
Made a
but,
big difference.
yeah, it makes a difference when you're driving every day, putting 300-400 kilometers easily on a day. Like,
Yeah,
there's days I burn through a tank of fuel in my SUV. Like,
Yeah.
it's a lot of ground.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. We put a lot of miles on. I'd like to know.
Yeah, that's one thing you were mentioning when I was looking at trucks, like just trying to buy like a V8
Yeah.
that would guzzle gas
Oh,
like
frig,
crazy.
you couldn't afford to drive
No.
a V8.
Oh, like I said, like a Rav, like Steve's would be awesome.
An
you know.
old
all
like
we-
98 Rav.
Oh yeah, all-wheel
Little
drive.
four-banger.
Or even if I was gonna go to the truck route, just get like a Tacoma.
They're still hard on gas, man.
Yeah.
Those 4 liters 6s are brutal, and they're bloody expensive.
Mm.
Toyota Tacoma has the highest resale value of any
Yeah,
vehicle
like
on the-
$40,000 for resale value.
They got one.
65%.
They got one in there to Toyota now. I don't know what year it is, but it's $40 grand.
Yeah. Well, Jacob Pickle's selling an old one. He'll still get 20 grand for it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's insane. It's like got 300,000 kilometers on it.
That would be a great truck for you, but
It would, but you need a 4-banger, man. You won't be able to afford it. That's one thing about the 4-liter Toyota V6s.
but a vehicle
Alright,
like what
freaking
Steve's
fast.
got,
That'd be perfect.
you do great with yours.
Yeah, I've never not been able to get into a field. I go across the cornfield, everything with it.
Yeah, well, we went
All-wheel drive.
duck hunting. We were able to fit everything that
Yeah.
we needed. Right in
Yeah.
the back.
Oh yeah. Geez.
And I've got a trailer hitch. Like I hauled, Jesus, how big's your trailer? 4-wheeler and a
Yeah,
bear.
it's, I can't remember. It's
Yeah.
big.
Yeah,
It was a load.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you take it down the rail bed with your 4-wheeler
Yep.
and stuff. That's what I look for, an older RAV4.
Yeah.
They do hold their values. You have to get an older one,
Yeah.
but they're tough.
The older one's coming a V6 too, which is nice. A little bit more.
Yeah. I'd stick with
And
the
all
I'd
wheel
stick-
How
I'd
fast
stick with
do you
the
need to
4.
go?
all-wheel drive.
four
Like
banger,
at least
man.
you wouldn't get,
Stock.
yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing you're going to do with a V6 is spend more money
Yeah.
on fuel.
And that's a huge deal now.
Yeah.
When it was 70 or 80 cents a liter,
Yeah.
it wasn't a big deal. But you don't want to
Almost
spend
two-
your life
almost $2
savings
a
on
liter,
on
yeah.
gas and then just say I own a vehicle, but it just sits in the yard because I can't afford to drive it.
Like I said, all you're literally doing is going to spend more money for fuel. That's it. To go what? Have a little bit more power in a RAV4. Who cares?
Yeah.
So Matt, I wanted to ask you, with the rebranding where you went Waterfowl East, are you changing logos or anything?
No.
Just stick with the logo.
Well, the waterfowl east
It's going to have its own logo.
it'll have its own logo,
We're
but
currently working on that right
Yeah.
now.
the waterfowl mafia will
It's gonna
always-
stay on the trailer,
Yeah,
and that's gonna be-
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where our heart is,
Yeah,
but
that's-
business-wise,
Yeah.
we just made that decision business.
And that'll be
Yeah.
like that's as far as us, it's like guiding and
Yeah.
us as a group. That's what it is.
That's who we are, but some people don't like it,
To,
this day and age.
to market it some places, it's a hard sell.
It
see
is.
what you're saying.
It was a sort of a hard sell that way.
A lot of companies don't care for that kind of name, even though it doesn't mean anything
Yeah.
bad at all. It's just a brotherhood.
Ran into problems a couple times with it, but it'll still be. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
changing my trailer.
Yeah.
No, she's on there.
That's not going in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
we're currently
It's tattooed on my body. It's not going anywhere.
yeah, exactly.
Literally,
We are
about
working
the size
on
of a basketball on my side. So it's I'm in there.
Yeah.
You know,
it.
for
Hopefully,
the
it
long
won't
run.
take too long, but we'll have a logo
Something.
for it and
we'll
stuff.
have a little logo. Yeah.
I mean,
Nice. Oh, I can't wait. So Ben's gonna be around quite a bit in the fall. He's gonna be.
Much as he
Paramount,
can,
yeah.
much as he can. He said, yeah.
with
So,
a baby.
Yeah.
so
I mean,
that-
I got a good kennel at home if he needs a babysitter.
What do you guys? Are you guys getting iPhones or what?
Yeah, what the frick, boy?
Listen to you.
No, seriously.
Seriously, not even.
Are you gonna
joking.
get something you can film with, or
You're one of
You're
them
gonna keep
Android
those
users.
stupid things.
I don't
Like-
know.
The things that matter most, your guys' phones won't do it. Like, let's take this to the next level.
I mean, Samsung records great video. It's just the sharing that's hard.
Yeah, but it's just a bloody nightmare to share. Matt can send 300 videos he's got in his phone right here. Just,
See, I can do that to Brad too through the same thing you guys can, but they just make it so difficult between
yeah,
Samsung and Android.
then I can just do the same thing to my MacBook.
Yeah.
notice that there's a separation at the table?
Yeah. One side's Apple and the other side's Android.
French and English language
What do
barrier.
you got there? iPhone? Kind of,
Yep.
how are you?
iPhone.
Tells me a lot about it.
Literally everybody has iPhone.
Yeah.
They do.
Think of the group messages you're missing out
Yeah.
on.
That's the biggest thing, is
Yeah.
group messages.
Ugh.
Although Brad doesn't do anything
No.
to take phone calls.
Even then.
I suppose if I had an
Even
Android,
then.
that's probably all I'd be able to do too, is take a stupid phone call. Greg, how many phone calls did you take when we were working on the trailer the other day? Like, what the hell? Do you not have a message? Is that thing not message?
Oh,
or
this
what?
old lady locked herself out of the house.
That's right. She needed in.
Old ladies need change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the good
So do
stuff.
you. Get an iPhone.
Yeah.
Let's take this filming deal to the next level.
Freaking-
But seriously though, like this year with the filming, and I think it's gonna be just because there is more of us.
yeah.
And Ben's not going to be able to make it to
Yeah.
No.
ton of hunts. Like,
No, a lot of that stuff we just got to make sure that we're
Getting it. You go through it after, but
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If you don't have it, you can't do anything with it. But like that guide life, a lot of people like watching that last year. You know, and that's just little clips,
Yep.
just parts of the day.
Yeah.
You know, funny stuff, stupid stuff. You know, people love that shit.
Or serious stuff. You had some pretty serious shit on there last year, like heartbreak type stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Because that's one thing, we don't hide
No,
anything.
there's a lot of ups and downs and stuff that pisses you off that
Yeah.
people should know about.
Social media just seems to only show the good stuff, but that's one thing we definitely don't do is just show the good. We show some days are shitty.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. And I mean, it's a grind.
It is.
It's. I mean, we're gonna be rocking her pretty hard this year. It's a grind.
Yep. You got to keep your spirits up and your health up.
Yep.
That's the biggest key, getting in a routine of going to bed at the proper time.
Yeah.
You can manage to get up every day at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
That's not easy.
Toss in a few relaxing upland hunts.
There you go. Yeah.
Problem is with us though, after a waterfowl hunt, that's what we do is instead of going home and resting like we should be, we grab our dog, eat lunch, and then hit the friggin' woods and go walk for 3 hours.
Yeah. We usually scout till noon, and then
Nap time for me.
yeah. I don't. I see now. Last
Sounds
year.
like something he would do.
Yeah. Last year, I still train dogs, but this year I'm not doing that for the month of October. It's just too much.
Yeah.
Left me hanging too much.
Russian.
Yeah, rushing around and it was too much. So
Yeah.
we'll just make this dedicated, and it's always something to do, right? So you tried it, but you definitely part of it is trying to get rest when you can,
Yeah.
so you can stay healthy. Your body gets too worn down. You get a couple good days of moisture in the air, and you're done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's fun,
Boys,
though. It's what we love.
We got anything else?
Anything
to add,
else?
Or we
Rowan,
All
anything
talked out.
else?
Nope.
Brad,
Excited for fall.
me too.
I got a question for you guys. I guess we sort of just mentioned it. If we did some sort of waterfowling event type of deal, is that something that would interest anybody? Like
Like, what do you mean?
in August, like a skeet shoot,
Oh,
get
yeah.
together
Oh,
type
yeah,
thing.
definitely.
Yeah.
Something
Get
like that.
give away prizes and shit,
Yep.
and
Yep.
just basically
Set up a spot we can skeet shoot.
or see what it costs. Can you rent this trap and skeet club? I wonder
I don't
in
know.
Fredericton, or I mean they have shoots,
I'm not sure.
but I mean we could.
I mean,
set
as far as
something.
that goes, Brad's got a nice thrower now.
Oh, we could make our own. We did that
Ryan's
down
got
at
Ryan's
when
got a
you
nice
lived
one.
down there. We had skeet throwers mounted up in friggin' trees.
Yeah.
Up in tree stands, yeah.
His is the one that runs off the button, wobbly butt or whatever.
Yeah.
It spits them and throws them and auto loads them.
We were just thinking it would be in August sometime.
That'd be
Just
fun.
a weekend to get
I've been wanting to shoot some skeet.
kind of like this, just to get together, shoot skeet, shoot the shit.
Yeah.
Maybe have calling lessons, different seminars, or not seminars because that sounds boring as hell. But
Yeah.
there's different things going on. Andrew, is that something that would
Yep,
interest
sounds
you?
fun to me.
Maybe do some dog work too. Brad,
Spend a day. Yeah. Do some stuff.
is that something that interests
Oh yeah. Yep. Forget like
Steve?
a ski.
Right, yeah.
Watch the
We
dog
talked
work,
about it
sounds good.
anyway. Something to consider.
Yeah.
Ish.
It's a good idea.
Julian,
Team building.
Yeah. Julian will be there on the speakerphone.
you do something
I
like
will.
that, would you?
Yeah, it would.
I think
No
it'd be fun.
question.
The best thing you could do, Julian, is just get on the fucking boat and get over here
Yeah.
for a weekend.
Probably should.
You
Probably
could.
should.
I mean, you could. Like,
Yeah.
Pack up a truck full of your.
Better go
Best
ask your wife
friends
first, though,
and come on
before you
over.
agree to too much, Julian.
No.
yeah, I'll call.
No.
Gar- I'll
If I
call-
can take a month off to go goose hunting, I'm sure I could take a weekend to go friggin' to go up. Yeah.
I'll,
Yeah.
I'll text her right now. Is she there?
Well,
Yeah,
here,
she's somewhere.
maybe the key to that would be we plan our men get together. Well, not men exclusive, but our preseason sporting clays, all that bullshit, and then the women can go somewhere and bicker.
Yeah.
The hens can go cluck, while the roosters cock or whatever they do. Cheese and rice.
Yeah. Well, on that note,
Yep.
On that note, we'd love to thank our loyal sponsors.
yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, Wes. You can kick it off.
All right. Well, we'll start off with Kent because obviously they get a giveaway for us with a couple boxes of Fast Deal Plus. So but when this podcast comes out, the post will be live on Instagram, so go ahead and share, like, and subscribe and all that stuff, and follow everybody and enter yourself to win. And remember that code for 10% off the Kent website. Big L Decoys. Huge shout out to him. Can't wait to see the decoys that are coming in.
Yeah, and check out his website right now because he's got that end of summer sale on, and there's some wicked good deals on there. You can get a lot of decoys for, not a lot of money. So
and it's just adds a lot to your spread.
He's got some new apparel there, and he's just come out with some new rester decoys, and like we talked about, the Bully series is awesome. Like, check him out. Got some really good stuff, and it just only keeps getting better. So
Benelli shotguns.
Speaks for itself.
What are you gonna say? It's a Benelli.
Yeah.
Everybody's got one for a reason.
Everybody's got one for a reason.
Almost everybody.
Yeah. Sitka gear. And
Same.
Again,
what are you gonna say?
Speaks for itself. Just keeps getting better. They've been big supporters of us, and we love and appreciate them, and all the other people as well. Steiner.
Yeah.
Steiner Optics. East Coast Calls. Obviously. Yeah.
Another one that speaks for itself.
Working on duck calls, but building short reed goose calls right now in ivory and flat black acrylic with broken guts. Right now they're still $150. We tune them all ourselves. We don't mass produce these. We make a few at a time.
You might get a call with Julien Dion saliva in it.
Yeah.
Imagine.
They're 200.
Those ones are 200 limited edition.
Imagine that, yeah.
Yeah. 200 piece.
Comes with a free coupon for his OnlyFans.
Little baloney in the back.
I don't think we forgot anybody, did we?
No, but it wouldn't surprise me if we did.
But we really do appreciate all those sponsors for supporting us and believing in us, and we really love what we do, and we love those products, and if we didn't, we wouldn't use them.
Well, and that's the thing, right? I mean, with the companies that support us and we support are companies that we would shoot even if we weren't sponsored or use.
Exactly. Yeah, we really truly do believe in these products and have run them for a lot of years now.
Yeah.
With great success, and we put as much time, if not more, in the field.
Yeah.
So
it's like we said, I'd rather shoot the products we got and pay full price than shoot something or use something lesser for free.
But we're definitely looking into Onyx.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll be.
And Chili Moose. We're looking for
and Traeger.
And Justin,
I don't want some Traeger bread.
Justin wanted us to ask about Traeger too.
Yeah. Yeah.
He is your man. You just wait and see. Take a chance.
Yeah.
So, anyway, boys, another good one. Thanks for coming. Thanks for listening.
Later.